What's up, everyone? It's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates. Welcome back to my channel. I know we're late, but we're here now, and we're back finally after last week. And we got some stuff we're going to talk about today. But first, let me remind everybody, since you are here and you are watching, do not forget to like, share, and please subscribe. We're so close to 600. Let's check in with the panel and see how everybody's been doing. Laura, you're up first. How are you?
I am doing good. Today's been a busy day. I decided to randomly sell some manga, so I was packaging it up today, right into the post office. Had to go around to Walmart because I bought the wrong one, and
No.
yeah, but it's been a good day. Excited to be here. I'm glad I have some energy because I was definitely worried because I crashed at dinner time. So, but it's been good.
That's great. Nick, how are you doing?
What's up, everybody? I'm doing pretty good. My mic stand's a little messed up. Yeah, I've been running around for the past 3 days doing Christmas stuff, and it's been a pain. Shipping rates are through the roof. Shipping anywhere. Me and Laura were just talking about that.
Yes.
We are doing a Secret Santa with a bunch of other manga tubers, and I'm waiting for Redbubble to ship all my stuff that I ordered a week ago. Oh yeah, and I just hit 1,101 subs.
Yay!
Yay! Congrats.
Thanks.
Also, your Christmas lights look epic. You're like, it doesn't look perfect. Like, what
he
is
says,
this?
well, that he goes, that's all. He goes, I guess that's all I'm going to do this year. And I'm like, it's
my first time doing it. Like, I dropped a shit ton of money. Oops, sorry, we're not even 5 minutes in. Dropped a ton of money because we have a bunch of Halloween stuff, but we really didn't have Christmas stuff. And Mom's like, well, you want to have Christmas here this year since we redid the house? It looks nice. I'm like, yeah. But those lights took me probably 7 hours, and they're like 3,000 lights and all the inflatables and stuff.
See,
but I was having a... Oh, God.
I say, so your house is the house that our family would drive by and appreciate. So just know that somebody's appreciating what you did.
The inner child of me loves it. I wanted to put Rudolph on the roof, very, very roof, because we have like an L-shaped house. Like we have a little roof. That's where I was hanging up. You saw the videos. I was like, woo, having fun. But yeah, I want to put Rudolph on the roof, but they told me no.
Aw, that would have been so cute, though.
I think so.
Oh man, I have not done anything. See, my brother would complain just putting up one of those blow up ornaments.
Those are the best.
We got one year, and he was complaining about this thing could be used as a landmark for people driving down the road. He's like, whatever. Bizarre, how are you?
I'm good. Nothing new from last time at all.
You had an epic manga haul, though.
Oh yeah, I did. 130 volumes in October, which was by accident. So they were just like
whoops.
Well, like my friend, was selling something, and I was like, yes. And he's like, well, I'm selling this too. I'm like, sure, why not? And I did a challenge, and then I went shopping with my friend, which, to justify a little bit of it, is I got some money from that. So we traded in some stuff, but yeah, never again won't be that big.
Nice. Bianca, how are you? What do you got going on?
Tired and possibly streaming tomorrow.
Ooh, nice. What's the stream going to be about?
It's going to be doing a double review for the on my community post. There was an indie comic and there was a Marvel comic that had the most votes on which one to do a review on. I finally read the indie comic one, and from the way it starts and ends, but then continues with something else completely different, I was like, okay, I might as well do both. I'll just say what it is. So it's supposed to be like a horror book, and I'm like, I don't have a lot of that stuff, I'm trying to get into it more. And so it's like almost 50-ish pages, but like the first 15, 20 is a story. And then the story ends, and then the rest of the pages are just all mythical creatures and literally just like their entire story of what they look like, what they do, what's their eating habits, that kind of stuff. And I was like, that's it? I thought it was an entire story, but no, it's a small part of the story, and then you just get to learn about the monsters for the rest. And I'm like, well, I mean, the story was good, kind of okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'll just do both.
Well, I've been having fun. I would like to thank my electric company for not telling us about the planned outage they were having over the weekend. A whole day without power. And
Oh my goodness.
But is power better than water?
well, when you're trying to record videos, it is.
Let's
Don't
be
worry,
honest.
you won't get punished for it.
Power is best girl.
Power. Hi, Kit Kat. Kitty Cat, what's up?
Now I want a Kit Kat.
I've got 4 downstairs if you want to.
But are they the peppermint chocolate kind?
No.
Dang
They're the
it.
scratchy, leave me hell alone kind.
Oh.
All right. So let's get into it. I think we're going to start by talking about the and we're behind on this, like with the 7 Seas licenses. I'm sure some people already know about this because it's been out for a while, but you know, it's me and everything's been like Murphy's Law lately.
Yes.
But we're going to start off with we have here, how do I make this bigger?
Zoom
to
in
get
to
out.
your left side and go to like 100, 200%.
Zoom in.
Yep. Click. Are you on Chrome?
Yeah.
Click on the upper right-hand corner with the 3 dots going straight down. Halfway down, it should say zoom, and you can scale how big or small you want your screen.
Did he lose you already?
I'm looking for 3 dots and I'm not even seeing
Go
that.
all okay. Go to your Chrome tab.
Oh, here
all
we
the way
go.
up. Go
I
all the way
found
over to
it.
the right. There's 3 dots straight down.
Yay.
Middle says zoom.
Okay. So we're going to start with Nick. Do you want to read these since I suck at this and you got the
Oh no,
massive
no,
one?
no, no, no! I never want to read again. That's all Bianca. I have fun in inflection, but Marg and Kiki aren't here to shut me down. They oppress me, but it's okay.
Come
We
on.
can switch
Nick.
off. I'm still looking for. I get 2 more left.
Okay.
So
All right,
after, once
Bianca,
get
you want to
bored-
go then? Since it's
Okay, sure. Am I just the top
the
one?
7th. Yeah, start with the top.
All right. 7 Seas licenses Remnants of Filth, Yuwu, and Case File Commendium.
I looked at
Bing
that, and I was like,
and
hell no.
Ben Chinese Danmei novels by Raobao Bu Chiru.
I'm so glad I did not read any of that.
Should I have said it with the usually I need practice to say Chinese names because they're it sounds better with the accents. Rao Bao Chu Chi Ru, but my accent's not good for the Chinese at all. I can only say like Shi Bi Sha, something like that. But that's because of practice.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
All right,
canceled.
so this
now.
is like it's a boys' love novel series. Didn't they already have
I
another
thought
one
so.
like that too?
They have a crap ton in China. And I'm like, I thought you guys didn't like that stuff, but it's so
That's-
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, that surprises me. It's like you would think they'd be grabbing those books and burning them over there.
Like they have so much of the Donghuas, and then they have so many live action versions of the Donghuas and the books, and I'm like, gosh dang, you guys are putting these out like there's no tomorrow.
There's one on Netflix too. I was like, what is this? Anybody interested?
Nope.
I'm probably gonna be canceled, but I tried to read one of them and I was lost and kind of bored. But I really want to like it. Like I really want to give it another try. But then also they put out so many at once that I'm overwhelmed too. So I'm just like, yeah.
I noticed that. Like when I'm in Barnes and Noble, they have like a whole table full of them, and I'm like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely
can
want to
tell.
give them a fair try, but like I think I read like the first 5 chapters of one, and I was just lost. So I might try the anime and see. I don't know, but
ugh. All right, so what's up next? We have. Why is this?
Did you
That's
just make
enough
it
of
smaller?
It
I
looked
think
like
I did accidentally. I suck. Okay.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, so then we have what? 7 Seas licenses homunculus. Now I know we've been talking about this one
Oh,
before.
you get the easy one.
I thought the same thing.
I butcher enough Japanese and Korean names.
This is Chinese, you racist.
Whoa,
Nah, I
whoa,
wasn't
that could
even
be
going to go there. I have enough
misconstrued.
on my list of destruction. What was that, Nick? I'm sorry.
Nope, nothing. I'm gonna put my head down and do like I do for the first 20 minutes and find my top 5, even though I say I'm always gonna do it beforehand.
Okay, so from the creator of Ichi the Killer and Voyeur,
Ooh.
this hit supernatural horror tale inspired the live-action film on Netflix. I never noticed it on Netflix. It's on Netflix?
There was a live action film?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I've never heard of it.
Now I'm going to go look for that afterwards.
Yeah,
go look that up. And will be available in English for the first time in oversized omnibus editions. Okay. You know what sucks? I think I know why I'm having, like, I have to keep shrinking it, is because when I want to move the page, I have to go back to it. Oh.
Oh,
All right.
you go.
Come on.
Sora in the House of Monsters.
yeah, it's not pulling up on Netflix, so maybe it might be a different name.
Maybe they were talking about Ichi the Killer. Quality movie. It's trash, but no one's seen it. Oh no! When I was into my J horror phase, like in the late '90s, early 2000s, basically it follows this guy that is a serial killer who has razor blades on the bottom of his shoes and cuts people in half. And after he does, he climaxes, and this Yakuza member is tracking him down, and he's a psycho. Like he cuts off part of his. It's if you like that gore, like late
What was that one?
2000s.
I got stuck watching one and I couldn't stop watching. It was the one with the pop song that was hypnotizing everybody into committing suicide.
Suicide Circle, where they jump in front of the train at the beginning and they strip flesh off everyone that's been branded. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Laura's like, I'm
imagining
building
that
shelter wall.
is
Yeah, I'm like, I
amazing.
don't know what to say.
But it's so cool. They're like a happy little pop group, and like they're just getting everyone to kill themselves. Like I think was it like 59 people jump in front of the
It
train
was
in
a
the first
kid's
5
song
minutes.
too, wasn't
Yeah, and they were
it?
like holding hands, and they all just
It was
jumped
Baby
and
Shark,
blood
wasn't
go
it?
everywhere.
Baby Shark. Nobody's gonna
That
look
would
at
be
this
in the
on
remake.
screen. Oh
I
my
love that
goodness.
banger of a song.
If they can
Nick,
edit that clip of that part and just
Do Baby
change
Shark
the
over
song
it?
to something else.
Nick's like, I'm on it.
I could probably do that now with editing, but copyright strikes.
I know.
Wait till January.
Why?
Yeah.
Starting January, they're supposed to be allowing copyright music now.
Oh,
It's not known. It was recommended to me on YouTube, and I'm like, wait, so we can finally use copyrighted music? And I'm like, January?
That just sucks.
yeah, but has that
I'll
been
send you guys the
confirmed?
video.
I know. I was about to say. did you
Yeah.
say-
This was an update from YouTube.
Yeah, but which countries? Like Japan's still going to copyright strike you with anything.
Yeah, I know.
For that, no idea. I would have to
the hard
rewatch
way
the
in my early
video.
career on YouTube. Okay, Nick, you want to do this one?
Which one? They Sora in the House of Monsters?
Yeah.
Still got 2 to pick, but sure. 7 Seas Licensing Sora in the House of Monsters manga series. 7 Seas Entertainment is excited to announce the new license acquisition of the manga series Sora in the House of Monsters by Hideori Yamamari. In this delightful and intricately illustrated fantasy tale of a girl who is raised to fight monsters, start building cozy homes for them instead. Sora's a young orphan girl who was raised by ... because we didn't see them and I can't read the rest. So
Oh, come on.
I could just make up a story and keep on going, but
Oh,
And they get the easy Japanese names.
I know.
well, it is 7 Seas, so I mean, she probably was raised by them and then worked in a brothel and got her way out. And
Well, we know it's
Simple
not an
story.
isekai because the title's really short.
yeah, but if there's monsters in it, she was probably a slave and or just like worked at a breeding factory. It's 7 Seas. Come on, I love 7 Seas.
Oh gosh.
Hey Nick, did you want the one that we talked about, and I can pick another one?
No, it's cool. I'm just trying to think of something different that I don't always do. Like people that'd be fun to party with and not just like
You're
sexy
not
women
the
or crazy
god.
people. You're gonna be shocked with half these people I pick. One of them I did once before, but
That's fine. I have one too. I did before. Okay, so the next one is Cats on the Hero's Lap.
can we just skip all the cat stuff? We talked about this for months. It's the new isekai or like rom-com thing. It's just cats.
Oh my goodness, my daughter's super into cats, and the manga Wonder Cat Q-chan. She asked me so kindly if we could read it tonight for story time, and
Awesome.
I was like,
Aww.
yeah, we can read a few pages. But she loves it. Like any cat manga I have, like I only have that one and Ex Yakuza and the Stray Kitten. She said it was hers. That's what
Aww.
so I
Well, this
feel like.
one,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just like I'm not a cat person, but I feel like I'm being turned into one with the cat.
Don't worry, they're nothing like this of what you read. It's all fiction. It's a lie. It's propaganda.
That's what, like, she's so allergic to cats. Like, we can't even go to my parents' house for long because, like, her face will get super swollen and her eyes, and she'll sneeze
Aw.
really bad. So I'm like, I guess we'll just live your love of cats through cat manga, I suppose. Like, I just ordered or pre-ordered what My Sister is a Cat because I read, like, the scans of, like, the first 2 chapters, and it was super cute. And I was like, okay. I'm being influenced by my 3-year-old to buy cat manga.
Well, for cat allergies now, they have food for that. The cat eats the food, you're no longer allergic. And comes in a foam shampoo form.
So I can
Well,
eat the
I won't
foam?
lie.
That sounds delicious.
It's a shampoo foam.
Yummy.
Ugh.
Oh, the
Well, I
vitamins.
won't lie. The synopsis on this does sound kind of funny. In this hilarious fantasy adventure tale, will the hero triumph against the evil demon lord or face defeat because he can't fight with the cat on his lap?
Is this
But
one of
actually,
those
that's
where
so
like he's
funny.
about to throw a fireball, but then the cat's on his lap, and he's like, "No, I've been defeated. I must not move."
Typical cat. I am not getting off your lap. I don't care what's happening.
Yep.
All right, next one. Bianca, you want this one? It seems like it has easy names.
All right. So, Seven Seas licenses Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout manga series.
What an interesting title.
You sold me on
This
it.
one is already this one's already an anime, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
It's a guy and his butler, or something like that. I don't know what the relation is. I don't remember. And then one of the guys, they go to a different place, isekai, obviously. And then, but one of the guys turns into a girl. Like, it doesn't even look like an adult girl. It looks like a teenage, like blonde, blue, green-eyed. And then they kind of start liking each other. And I'm just like, okay. Enough anime for me today.
Well, you're right. It says at the end of the blurb that it inspired the 2022 anime. I was weird because I was like, I feel like I just heard about this the other day too. And that makes sense. It must have been the anime.
Made by Yu Tsurusaki and Shin Ikezawa.
Nice. Then we got The Night Captain is the New Princess to Be.
I'm pretty curious about this one. I'm on the fence, but I was like, okay, it's a shoujo rom-com tale?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Seven Seas is happy to announce a license acquisition of the manga series The Night Captain is the New Princess to Be by, I'm going to mess that up, in the shoujo rom-com tale, a dashing royal bodyguard pretends to be engaged to her childhood friend the prince, but is their fake betrothal really just an act to him?
Yeah, it sounded, I'm like, look, I was like, it sounds interesting, but it's like, I don't know. I might wait until, like, it's in stores and then go look and see how it seems before pre-ordering it.
I had to reread it 5 times because I kept getting confused that the knight is the girl.
Yes.
And I keep imagining Prince as princess.
Yes.
And I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Yes, I had the same problem. I'm so glad it wasn't just me. Yeah, when it first announced, I was like, I'm not getting this. I was like, we're just going to loosely add it internally to our TBR. But I was like, I'm not getting it. And then I think it was like the next day when I was more awake. I was like, oh, makes sense. I think I got it. But yes, but they're supposed to be childhood lovers to, or childhood best friends to lovers, and I feel like that's not a trope that we see enough of. So that's why I think I was really curious about that one too. So
There's another anime coming about something like that. It's about a tomboy, and she's like, "But I'm a girl too."
Oh,
And I'm
is
like,
it
Oh,
"Love
I
this
know what you're talking
romance."
about.
Yeah.
Tomo-chan is a girl? Is that
Yeah.
her?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I was curious about that one too because I've been told if you like Shikimori is not just a cutie, then you'll probably like that one. So, and I like the manga of Shikimori is not just a cutie. It's fun. So I've been on the fence, but yeah, that not on the fence. But that was when I was like curious to try too when it came out as an anime.
This next one, I need to collect these. I haven't started collecting these, but the Lupin, the Third, Thick as Thieves, the classic manga collection hardcover.
I don't know anything about this series, but it seems to be like a classic. Oh, not just because it says it.
I know it's based like originally on like a French story about a thief, and then they adapted it into like a
Oh.
Japanese anime.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lupin. Oh, that
I
makes
really
sense.
enjoy the anime to this one.
Okay.
And
Wait,
Yeah, the
isn't there a
anime's
lot?
good.
it has like so many seasons, and then it has so many movies, and it's just it's like a
A
huge
live action.
franchise. Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of on topic, he would be really fun to party with for Christmas. Not
Yeah,
one of my choices, but he should be.
we should tell Nick. Add that to your list, Nick.
Yeah, it was actually on my list too. I wish that it would get a reprinting because the old Tokyo Pop ones are like super hard to find and expensive. So I'm glad that it's finally getting a reprint.
Oh, like the first 2 volumes are?
Yeah, I don't think they go in order of the. I think they're. Never mind, I'm not going to say it wrong. But there was a original series, and then there was another one that made it halfway, and then Tokyo Pop canceled it when they went under. So I wonder how much we're getting of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
The
like
pictures
the
won't
animes.
load.
I know. I'm kind of disappointed. This
What happens if
next
you
one's-
refresh?
Maybe if you refresh it, I don't know.
Let's see. Out of the.
Checking to make sure this site is secure.
Okay.
There
Oh,
it
there you
is.
go. Automatic buy.
What, this one? It sounds really cute.
It does. Delinquent Daddy and Tender Teacher Boys Love manga series.
They really did that on purpose. The DD with the T and the T.
I never noticed that until you just said
The
it.
answer, Bianca.
No.
A
It has to
heartwarming
be
boys' love
delinquent,
romance.
daddy, tender, teacher. It has to match.
Thank God Nick's not here. A heartwarming boys' love romance between a single dad who used to be a bad boy and a gentle teacher who takes care of his kid in high school. Sounds cute. Thoughts?
Okay.
And legal.
Yeah, and legal.
Sounds like a lot of other BLs are read, but still think it's going to be really cute. I'm so excited for it.
The next one is The Skull Dragon's Precious Daughter, a wholesome fantasy tale first published digitally in English by J Novel Club about family bonds that transcend species.
That
It's like
one
this was raised by a dragon.
It's like you got me at the wholesome fantasy tale and the family bonds.
Then we
It was
got
Naruto, wasn't it? I'm just kidding.
What He Doesn't Believe in Fate Says. What He Who Doesn't Believe in Fate Says. I've missed the whole word here.
I don't like that title. I have this on.
I know, it's a tongue twister.
It is. Like, I was like, I'll never be able to say this right, but I'm really excited about that one. Oh, sorry, go ahead. You can say about it before I ramble. I won't ramble yet.
In this romance with the supernatural edge, a guy who can see the fated ties between soulmates falls in love with a woman who's destined to be with someone else, or is she?
Yeah, I have that on pre-ordered. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really, really excited. I read the first 2 chapters via some scans, was totally hooked, and I'm super pumped for that.
Was
Like,
this also an anime, or was it
mm,
could have sworn maybe I'm having a Mandela effect that I saw a trailer of something like this, but I've heard of this plot before.
I think we did talk about this one at some point because this one has the thread is red, and wasn't it Marg was talking about colorless, that hopefully she can see the red in this one because she can't see blue.
Right.
Do you guys remember that conversation?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I
Oh,
wonder if
Taco said hi. Is he in
Taco!
backstage? Okay.
He's here. I couldn't see him when I enlarged the screen.
Well, his face is covered by the bottom banner, so.
It's
Okay,
fine,
I
I'll
was
be
wondering.
Yay! I'm free.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Bo.
Bo.
Last time.
Do what?
Like I had to sit up and straighten my back just to keep my head above the banner.
Why?
Let me do this. Hold
Boost
on.
up myself here. We were just going over the 7C releases that were announced. I think we did these ones last time. Who Made Me a Princess? The manhwa. Did we? Did we not?
Yeah, I think that's where it started, was
Yeah, I
right
think
there.
we did.
Okay.
Was I not there for that? Oh, gosh.
I don't think so.
Really
I
appreciate
remember
all
the
these
next one,
full
too.
colors.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading that one on the bottom.
The stepmother. Now, have you read the Who Made Me a Princess?
No.
No.
I
Because,
just finished Remarried Empress, but
Oh, that one's so good. I almost
Still
did that
existing
for a
for
pick
that one.
today. I was like, Laura, we are not going to rant about that girl. I was like, because Navier, she needs somebody with her.
Trash
husband.
stuff. Trash stuff.
Yep.
Trash stuff.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
but
I was-
Otaku, there's some new shoujos here you might be interested in.
Do tell.
Wait, is the one where the guy becomes a girl and ends up falling for his best friend or butler or whatever? Isn't that considered technically a shoujo of some sort?
Everything's a shoujo of some sort.
Yes. Everything that the community deems a shoujo is a shoujo. And not.
All right. So, probably most of you have seen it already because it was posted in our Instagram about the teaser for the upcoming Go Go Loser Rangers anime. So, Otaku, thoughts?
Absolutely love it. I think a lot of us grew up with Power Rangers, and sad news as of late, that what happened really sucked. But it was still great memories with Jason David Frank. But for the animation, and just they give you just enough to where if you didn't read it, you're already interested in as to what this is, and it looks like they adapt it really well according to the volume 1. So I'm
And
interested.
for those
But
who don't know,
yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Go ahead.
I think it's a delay.
Sorry. I
For
kind
those
of
who don't know-
just dropped something real big, and then
Go Go Loser Rangers is kind of like a parody of Power Rangers.
Mhm.
It turns the tables where the monsters are somewhat the good guys and the Power Rangers, or what are they called? The Dragon.
The Dragon
Oh, shit.
Force or Dragon
Force
Rangers.
something.
yeah,
They're the bad guys because they've enslaved the monsters.
yeah.
Oh, dang!
But
I feel like
it's really
Otaku
good.
was saying something important, and I'm just on my phone. I'm like, what? What happened?
Yeah, it's like they start off as the good guys, and they eventually just become numb to everything because they basically enslave these bad guys into performing some kind of Saturday morning skits to where they
Sunday
try to-
morning, okay. It's
Sunday
every
morning,
sir.
Yeah,
Sunday.
They have an arena and everything.
They beat them every week.
It's the monster of the week, and sometimes they really will kill the bad guys.
Who's JDF?
JDF? Jason David Frank.
Yep.
What about the-
Wait,
The
Jason?
White Power Ranger, the Green Power Ranger.
Oh,
Black
yes,
Ranger.
that one. The one who played Tommy.
Yeah. Didn't one of the
Yes,
Red
that
Rangers
one.
kill his roommate with a sword too a while ago? That was interesting.
No, but I know one got arrested for tax fraud or something.
I know one Red Power Ranger is in that Asians Bling Rich show and possibly is doing essay on his girlfriend. I don't know.
What is SA?
What?
I
Sexual
feel like it's
assault?
something I should know. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Or just beating. I don't remember. It's probably
Room got
wasn't
cold.
sexual.
Okay, let's just be honest. There's been like 60 different Power Rangers. You could find something horrible in all of them, okay?
It's always in the kid
Yeah.
shows.
Because people that do kid shows are horrible monsters for the most part.
Yeah.
What anime studio is doing the anime? Because their eyes reminded me or a lot of the scenes, like the movement, reminded me a lot of Blue Lock. Or is that the same studio? But I don't know who does Blue Lock.
There's actually a lot of Power Ranger stuff going on right now. We're talking about Loser Ranger, right?
I'm
Yeah.
looking to see if it says.
It's
Yeah, I
probably
can-
Mappa or Wit.
Okay,
No,
they haven't.
they're way too busy.
Yet. Okay.
Yeah,
Be shocked.
it's from the director of Tiger and Bunny.
Yes! Let's go!
Yeah, my friend loves that anime.
Heard good things.
I call it My Hero Academia, but for adults, because some stuff is pretty familiar. Like how you know how oh gosh, what does My Hero Academia have? Frick.
Characters.
Like you kind of have the hype
Powers.
of the TV. You're gonna have the hype of the TV, like they're like, oh my gosh, look at this, it's blah blah blah, something like that. Except the heroes have sponsors, and the sponsors are on their suits. I think they changed it for the English release because that Ice Girl had Pepsi or Coca-Cola. Like,
we still talking about My Hero, Loser
Tiger
Rangers,
and Bunny.
or Tiger and Bunny? Gotcha.
Tiger and
Okay.
Bunny.
Yes.
Some sad news. I realized Kodansha is putting out Go-Go Loser Rangers, so that means Disney Plus is probably going to get it now.
Oh,
Y'all.
You're right.
All right, guys, I'm done.
Well, Disney's losing money on Marvel and Star Wars, so they need to make money.
I mean,
off
Bob
something
Iger's coming back. He'll probably help out. Save us, Bob Iger. You're our only hope.
Yeah, but we all
everything.
know he dipped out. Like, was it like 7 days before lockdown?
He set up
something?
everything in motion that was going on it, and what's his name was the fall guy for everything, and just comes back to make it look like he's a good guy.
And we all called it that things were going to be just a trash fire, and he's going to come back and like, guys, I'm going to make everything great again. No, that's basically what he's going to do.
No, he's only coming for 2 years until he gets a successor.
Yeah. So it's gonna get only gonna get a little bit better. Like it went down so far from where it started, and he's gonna bring it up just a little bit more. Oh yeah, it was improving. Yeah, that's how it's gonna end.
Yeah, just going up a little bit is an improvement of some sort.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so will all the other prices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're during inflation
actually,
right now. Butter
there's
costs
something about improving
$8.
the prices as well for the parks. It was like, how exactly is that going to work? You're
We're
hemorrhaging
going
money.
to make you pay for every ride on the app now. So your ticket price will go down.
You don't have to pay for that, okay? Listen, the Genie app, you just have to pay $20 to $50 per person per ride if you want to try to cut people in ride. It's only like $200 to get in the park, and if you're lucky enough to get a one fucking ride for the day, you're good.
I know we've gone way off topic, but I just want to go even further, just a little bit. Super Mario World, is that coming to Florida? Because I just heard something about that. God,
Epic
yes.
World,
Can't wait.
Universe.
Mario Kart, yeah.
Yes.
They're gonna have was it also a How to Train Your Dragon world?
Yes, I love Toothless.
Classic Universal Monsters.
Oh,
And
I would love that.
Don't know what the other two are gonna be, but
Maybe Universal can buy some space from Disney because they won't be using it.
Swampland.
plenty of land there. Yeah,
So
you're hoping that Tron ride at Magic Kingdom will get everybody back.
Mhm. So Go Loser Rangers. I think, have we all read that? The volume?
First one. I haven't read the second yet. I heard the second's out already somewhere.
Yeah, it was like a few weeks back. Somebody showed like, yeah, I got the second one. Like, oh, congratulations, you son of.
I looked.
We all know that I'm going to be getting all of them legally faster because I read the digital, the good stuff.
You sail the 7 seas, as it were.
I buy them. Now I need the camera to focus. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, much better.
Say, you look like an actual rap video shot at home. They're like,
I thought this
check it out. It's so blurry.
I was too hype. It was too hype.
We just need some music for you, and then it would have been perfect. The whole effect.
My only concern about this is there is literally one volume out in English. I don't know how many there are already printed digitally. So I'm hoping it doesn't get to a point where they run out of material and then just
Filler.
make up their own stuff. However, I've heard like
Soul
Eminence and
Eater?
Shadow. Eminence and Shadow only has 5 volumes out right now, which is technically enough, but I've heard they've only adapted like parts of a couple of other volumes, but mainly volume 1. That's a hell of a stretch. So if the go-to thing now is to take a few volumes and build a season off of that, that sure would get us more anime, because there's a lot of good new stuff coming out right now. And if we can streamline that and just focus on several volumes, I think we'll get more content.
But it's better than like the early 90s where they'd be like, yep, we get 3 chapters in English. Let's just make up the rest of it and go from there. And people are like, this anime sucked. You're like,
Yep.
yeah, it wasn't even halfway finished.
Like Soul Eater.
I was about to say, I said, meanwhile, at Haikyuu, we have at least 10 volumes left, and we're just getting a movie. Not salty at all as a Haikyuu fan. Not salty at all. Ugh. I don't get that.
Hey, look, the movie theaters near me need to get their act together. They had Jujutsu Kaisen 0 in their theaters.
JJK, that was
Now?
good.
No, they had it, but now that
Oh,
One
okay.
Piece is out, quintuplets,
Oh, that Sunday was
nothing.
good.
I have to, like, they want me to travel over an hour to a movie theater. I was like, what happened?
Oh, Baz just told us how many issues. There's 7 right now for Go-Go Loser Rangers. The 8th is coming out later this month. Thank you, Baz.
Nice.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you, Baz.
I just passed my movie theater, which is like 10 minutes away, and my brother and I passed by, and we're like, wait, when did One Piece come in our movie theater? We have One Piece, and I'm like, I guess so. I didn't even know, because usually when they say in your local theater, it's never my theater. Ever.
It's also 2
Fruits
months
Basket
later,
wasn't
though.
mine.
Yeah. Only
I was
really
surprised it
one
was here
thing.
early though.
Yeah,
Well, I also
only
wanna
one thing
do,
I found.
I want to do Evangelion this weekend.
Mm.
My brother's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because we saw
Baz?
quintuplets. Yeah,
Baz?
it's so good. But I mean, it's on Amazon Prime, but I just want to see it in the theaters. You know, I waited almost 8 years
bizarre.
for it. I'd like to see it in theaters.
Yeah.
In your own home, theaters in your own home.
Yeah, I
movie
wanted to see
theater.
One Piece in theaters.
Wait, can we watch?
It's so worth it, Carrie. It's so worth it. But
I forget-
my husband got us like way too close of seats, and like trying to read the subtitles and watch was just
Why would you do that, especially if you know it's subtitles?
it's his first
Yeah.
time, and he's like, it's fine. I'm like, look, when me and my friend saw Belle, I'm like, you want to get further back, if you were doing subtitles. And so that was like, there were just some scenes I'm like, I can't read and watch. I'm just gonna watch, and just when we get the movie when it comes out, I'll just see what they said then. Like,
I'm so surprised because all of it's just right on your face. I'm surprised you can't just see the entire
Look.
thing.
I mean, I guess you can, but like, it was just a struggle. I'm like, my eyes need to be in 2 different places just to take it all in.
Look, my mom was nice to get us tickets once to a movie theater that had reclining seats, and she didn't realize.
Oh,
it was the
that's
front
all of
seat.
my area. Those are so nice. Like the lazy
they're
boys.
great.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
They
we had front row, and I took a day off. My brother and I both took days off from our job to go see it, and we thought this was great, but I should have known because it ended up being The Last Jedi.
Oh,
So you can just sit back and take a snoozer.
Funny story. I actually did the 9 trilogy thing where you stood in the theaters for The Last Jedi. Those seats are kind of comfortable, but I will never ever do that shit again. I fell asleep during Empire and woke up during Jedi. Well, I was there for over 28 hours. So.
Oh my gosh.
Otaku, what are you doing?
That has to be so nice. Bass says they don't have the standard theater seats anymore. When I went and saw Belle, that was the first time I felt like so classy because the seats could heat up, they could recline, and they were leather. I was like, this is like premium theater experience. And then we went to One Piece, and it was like the regular seats. I was like, this is a downgrade. I have been spoiled now. I have been spoiled.
Ice Phoenix.
I have no clue what we're talking about, but sure, why not?
Look, I went to one in Boca once. They also had a waiter that came out to see if he wanted anything.
That's
Really?
cool.
Oh my
I was like,
goodness.
I remember a
how
couple
much
years
does
ago
this
where
cost?
most of the theaters around my area, you can actually drink at them. I realized that's
Mhm.
not a good
Did you
idea.
drink this one? No.
That is not a good idea if you get fucked up at the movies. Just saying.
Like the only reason it's there is because if you don't want to see a movie, but your kid wants to see it, I'll just take.
Let's go see the new Disney movie, Daddy. Okay. It's not like the old days where Daddy would have to sneak beers and nips in. He could just go, I'm going to get a mixed drink and screw off with my kids here.
Oh man. Okay,
We got so
anybody else
sidetracked.
I know. Otaku,
Good.
we can't hear you.
You're muted. Nope.
Sorry.
Are you?
So there's only one movie that I'm actually interested in watching, and that's the one I just shared with Carrie.
My brother saw that when it was at New York Comic Con this weekend. He said it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I know somebody who saw this too. I believe they work at a movie theater, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, this was the best thing I've ever seen, honestly." And I'm promoting the heck out of it in my theater.
yeah.
No, no.
Actually, I used to run a restaurant theater kind of thing in 2020. In 2020,
You've done
killed it.
everything, haven't you, dude?
I have.
You
I
just
have.
jack of all trades. I
I've
love
been
it.
a firefighter. I've been a paramedic.
EMT.
And, yeah.
No, we all know what the
Other
best
things.
movie coming out this year is. It is
What is
Cocaine
it?
Bear.
Yes.
Is that real? I thought that was like a meme.
I thought it
No.
was.
No.
What was the name of it?
Cocaine Bear.
Is that about the bear that did all the cocaine? And
No, it's
died?
Yeah.
basically he stumbles upon a brick of cocaine or something.
He literally just becomes Cujo, but it's the trailer is so hilarious you can't help but laugh. I feel like that's on purpose, right? It's a comedy horror film.
I'm surprised
Cocaine
PETA didn't
bear.
shut that down.
Like
I
he
don't know.
finds like like somebody's stash of cocaine or something and just goes on like this kind of Cujo.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Little
lie.
streak.
Like the idea of a bear on coke scares the shit out of me. It's not like when you
As it
shoot them and they
should.
keep on coming. They're just like all jacked up. No,
Yeah,
no.
and there's a scene where they're in an ambulance trying to get away from him and they're shooting at him.
Oh my goodness.
No, thank you.
Like people don't understand that bears are freaking fast. They can run as
Just climb
fast
up
as
the
your
tree.
vehicle. It's scary.
Oh, this is funny. Yes, beer in a movie is bad because then you have to pee more. It's true.
It is.
I don't drink
Just
beer,
don't
so
break the
I
seal.
wouldn't
You'll be
know.
fine.
You guys want to hear a fun story I shouldn't share? So when it's just fun to share. What was it? Ready Player One. I love the book. So when it came out for my birthday, I bought a bunch of tickets and me and all my friends were gonna go. I started day drinking and didn't tell anybody. The movie was at 8 o'clock at night. Woo! Never again.
Oh wow.
I was
I
hammered.
absolutely loved the movie and the book. Well, wife and I actually got the audiobook and listened to it together, and yeah, it was pretty cool. The second one came out,
No,
and
it
I
was bad.
automatically returned it about like
Yeah, my
2
brother didn't
chapters
like
in.
it
I
either.
think I was like, no, thank you.
Dude, they had a
How do
whole
you
thing
listen
about.
to an audiobook? Do you just listen to it and just go,
Oh my god, it's the best when you're driving your
Oh,
car. It's like a
yes.
podcast. I do it
Mhm.
constantly. Or you
Me
zone out at work and just do your work. But Ready Player 2 was bad. Like they had a whole thing about Prince Land for like 3 chapters. I was like, I can't do this. This is so stupid.
is it a land full of princes?
Yeah, they Wheaton was talking about the 13th Doctor as being one of the favorites. I was like, I'm done.
Wheaton.
Anybody else have any thoughts on Go Ranger Loser Rangers?
Go,
Oh, yeah.
go, loser ranger.
I think that it's really
Wait,
just
wait,
about
Copyright.
it is. Have you seen the demographic of people that like to cosplay as Power Rangers in their 30s to 40s?
No.
There's a demographic.
It's pretty close. Go Loser Rangers, just saying. That's them. IRL.
Oh
Look
no.
for Nick at the next Comic-Con.
Yay.
Nick?
Listen, I look like white trash right now. I could do that because I screwed up so badly shaving. I hate goatees. I hate this. Do you know how many people told me I look like Stone Cold today and it hurt my feelings? I got like 3 people just sending me memes. And I'm like, you guys are assholes.
Now I can't unsee it. I didn't even
I'm
think
sorry.
of Stone Cold.
Well,
either.
hold on. You don't like being like one of the best wrestlers of all time?
I
One of
don't
the
like
greatest
white trash
performers?
sports. Only NASCAR, brother.
Oh, no. Not NASCAR, please no.
I understand why they drink doing that though, because it's boring as shit. Like you got to get drunk for 500 laps, like just, and they're just praying. They're like,
Oh,
oh,
wow.
please, an accident. I want to see a 30-car pile up and someone catch on fire and walk up and be like, woo.
I was there.
I was
Yeah,
talking
well-
about the dude on fire, like Talladega Nights. He just gets always like, woo, Ricky, you're not even on fire.
Shake
Any
and bake.
spot you need freaking drinks at is golf, because that is boring to watch.
But golf is still okay.
Golf
Funny.
needs a cocaine bear.
What do you think
You
most of
need
the people
Adam
doing?
Sandler doing it.
I'll say this: I hate sports games, but I love golf games like Mario Golf, Golf RPG, like Tiger Woods. Those are fun games. I don't know how or why. I love the hell out of it.
That's
Fun
a lot
fact.
different than the real stuff.
They're saying that we took another left turn. Sorry.
Yeah, we did. We're sorry. Okay, so we talked about Go-Go. Well, we tried to. Go-Go Loser Rangers. Bizarre, any thoughts? Are you going to watch it?
No, but I'm happy for you guys.
It's like, bless your heart. Bless your heart.
He's like, no. Bianca, are you going to watch it?
What am I watching?
Go Loser Rangers.
Yes. I was looking at work
I'm
stuff.
sorry,
I'm sorry.
Bizarre, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yes, of
Okay.
course I will watch the Loser Ranger and the other new one that just came out with a trailer that I sent to the group chats.
Which was Nick Go-Go Loser
Did it not
Ranger?
send?
Oh, it must have been to that other group that you're talking with.
I sent it to both groups.
Listen, I'm in like 14 different groups. They're all muted. The worst one was super cute for I don't know about you guys, but the Secret Santa group that we're in.
Yeah.
I muted that after like 2 hours. So it was just every 2 minutes. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, I did send it. I sent it at 1:47 p.m. It was called Ranger Reject.
I did love that one better.
I didn't scroll up that far, so
You're canceled, Laura.
I'm canceled. I'm canceled.
Look, I'm like Nick. Most of the notifications are off, especially with that way too fast chat.
That is my fault.
Yeah, it is.
I sent it to both that
Mine is
and the
not-
regular Otaku.
I
How
had
many
not-
people have left that group?
I now just check Instagram like once or twice a day. So
Well, you're hooked on Twitter. You're in a different world.
I am.
know, I
I'm on
see
the,
it
I'm
there
on the
too.
front
Twitter
lines.
Onyx.
With his shoujo.
No, I've been having fun watching them basically adapt what I've been saying this entire time. So it's been fun.
Or he likes to send me, "Hey Carrie, your tweet blew up. Which one?" You got to choose.
You got a lot of people angry at you for that last tweet. Which one?
Is this the everybody's hating on the hero's journey concept?
Oh yeah, that's today. Yes.
Yeah, that was today.
What? I'm so confused. Like we've derailed. We're like
What?
almost an
I
hour
forgot.
in and haven't
Sorry,
I
touched
forgot. Was
anything.
it racist or was it problematic? Whoa, I forgot.
It
It was problematic, racist, homophobic, instaphobic,
Hmm.
phobic, and phobic.
Gotcha.
And also, you
And
are
yes.
canceled because of your judgmental judgment that you judge someone with.
Don't you judge me.
They were trying to say it was overplayed, the whole hero's journey plot concept, from starting off as like a nobody and then going on a journey and developing skills and
Then I better not
Going
see an
through
isekai in
trials
I
their
was just gonna say
in
it
their
sounds like an
library at all.
isekai.
I know, and I'm sitting there going,
I better not see a shoujo. I better not see a isekai. A
Oh man.
I think that's all I
Even
got.
rom-com would fall under that because the guy's usually a loser and like gets
it's
the
a
girl.
very
and tries to
basic like plot template.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
be
something you
underdog
build upon.
story.
yeah.
All right, let's
All
keep
right,
the train going. What's the next thing?
Let's talk about color manga versus black and white manga.
You know
Yeah,
what I want to
what
bring
is
up at
this?
first? Everyone gives us that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed because we currently have only
Probably
6
lost
likes.
a
See,
lot of
I didn't even like.
people.
Now we're at 7. I don't know.
I liked mine, but somebody beat me to it. 2 people beat me to it.
I'm gonna take mine back real quick.
Let me-
Can we get more thumbs down? It doesn't
Okay.
help.
Do
It
we
doesn't
have
mean
that
anything
option
anymore.
anymore?
Yeah, it's
I
just to
mean,
make
you
people feel
do.
better. You can see it yourself. No one else can.
Yeah.
I could see it. Hold on. There's a thing you can do with Chrome. Hold on.
Yeah, it's a Chrome extension.
So, okay, color manga versus black and white manga. There's been more color manga coming out lately. So, do you think it's going to be more desirable than black and white manga?
Yeah.
All right, Nick, go.
All right. The reason why I know is the printing costs alone. most manga people are cheap as hell. They're the cheapest of the cheap, and they're not going to spend an extra $5 to $20 for colored pages or high gloss pages like comics. And that runs to the new issue of Why I Left Comics. Too expensive.
Yeah,
I'm out.
because that stuff's going for anywhere from $5 to almost like $8 a floppy, and those are not even anywhere half the size of a manga.
I do think that the rise in manhwa is changing that, though. So I think there is much more of a demand than there used to be. And I don't know if that's just because, you know, the Remarried Empress is a great example, because when I read that on Webtoons, you know, you're just scrolling. And I think Bizarre, I think you and I talked about this too, of like, you're just scrolling. And so like when you get it physically, like it's like you retain it differently. So I think it's, even if it's maybe not more popular, I feel like it's triggering to something in your brain where it feels like it's better or different, if that makes sense. I thought that didn't make any sense, but it made sense in my brain.
I'll say this. My first color one was Romantic Killer that we all did on the book review. I didn't mind it, but my thing is, I like the Japanese art form of like all the zipatone and black and gray tones. I love that. I think it's beautiful, and it's like a art form that's slowly going away.
Yeah, to go on what Laura said, and completely opposite of Nick, I'm willing to pay $5 more extra for it.
Well, I'm willing to pay it too, but I'm just saying the vast majority.
I get what you're saying, but it was funny because I still need to edit it, but I did a video I read for manhwas for like the first time, and I was like comparing prices, and then I was going through it, and I was like, I actually enjoyed this more that it was in color, and I actually gave it like a higher rating. I probably would give it like 1 extra star just for it being in color because I enjoyed it so much.
Okay.
But
It gets you a little bit more detail, and a lot of times you're kind of guessing on I guess certain people. You're like, is that the same person or is that somebody else?
Oh yeah.
And I think the color really helps out with that. And I think people, if it's something they like, they're gonna buy it. I mean, there's several hobbies that I've had in my life where like, damn, they raised the price again. I'm still gonna buy it.
Yeah, we're addicts.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know if anybody saw this. I mean, I
The hardcover?
swore. Yeah. I was like, no way. I picked it up. I was half asleep when I went to Kinokuniya. I was like, no, that's hardcover. How? When? I almost got them.
This is the only thing I'm waiting for in color. I want the Quince in English in color so badly.
yeah, you actually made a good point about, because I get so confused sometimes on characters, and or like when I'm reading, but like when I was reading it all in color, like I didn't get confused at once, and I could actually read it faster. I knew exactly who everyone was, and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I also noticed with some of that. What do you mean now? Some of the color swaps. Have you noticed in manga on the color, like the covers, they'll have a girl with like pink hair, but it's actually red hair or light blonde. Like I hate when they do that. That's
Yes.
so badly.
Yes. I was just thinking about that. I was just looking at Spy Family because I haven't seen the anime yet, but I'm reading the manga, right? So I'm also behind on the manga at the moment. But when I saw this girl, I'm like, oh my gosh, I bet you're gonna have like some white silver-ish type of hair. It's the girl that's interested in Lloyd, who's in the same organization. And then I see the anime, and it's this super pale white snow hair, and I'm like, what did you do? It's too white. It looks. I hate it. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, some silver strands or something like that. Make it look nice, like tiny bit of color, but no, it looks like a blank page of hair.
Y'all remember we were talking about My Happy Marriage, the cover of the prince.
Yeah.
Funny thing about My Happy Marriage, when I did my just mashed my 2 monthly hauls. Do you know Square Enix and Kodansha, one published the light novel, one published the manga? It was kind of weird. I thought that was different with licensing rights. Kind of odd.
Weird.
I know Tokyo Revengers is like that though, where Seven Seas has the print and Kodansha has the digital.
See, I want to add on something about the digital, especially with manhwa.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of reading it in the digital and slowly like going through the next page to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Where you lose that when it goes into print.
That is true.
Unless you get it in like a scroll.
Well, here's another thing. Carrie, you'll agree with comics now that like when Comixology first came out, how everybody's doing digital art mainly. You can zoom in and see better colors, better like, line weights and everything. I think a lot of manga are finally switching over to digital art, so it could be really nice to zoom in and see all the detail. But that's an extra added cost now that they're gonna have to. If you notice, most manhwa, they're more anime style of like flat tones than a bunch of bright colors like American comic styles currently.
Unless you're looking at it digitally, and that's what I was talking about in my review on the world after the fall. Like when you read it digitally, it's very more vibrant because of the computer screen and the colors. But when they bring it over into a print format, it kind of dulls the colors,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's
That
not
makes
as
sense.
it doesn't pop as much.
It sucks because, you know, in Japan they want a little bit more demand for color, and for mangakas having something that's colored is considered like such a great honor to have. They're like, we get that one colored page, and
That's true.
and they want more colored pages.
Yep.
But it's like what what Nick said, freaking expensive, and Japan, like they're ever gonna do that. They want to save money.
Like the
Yeah.
manhwas I bought are $20 each.
Yeah, they're all
I
15 to
know.
20 now. Have you noticed the price of a normal, like, larger than tankobon size used to be $10, now it's 12
Yeah.
to 13, so everything's slowly scaling up with inflation.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, to piggyback off of Moonbeams and Kitty Cat's their comments about how it'll slow things down, I do think that because it limits the number of printers and such, and
Mm.
I feel like it does make it more desirable because you know it's colored and you know that if it gets sold out quickly, it's not going to come back in stock for a long time. So I do wonder if it makes it more desirable as well, because you sort of feel like this will probably be limited in its stock. And then once it goes out, you just hope for the best. And because Play It Cool Guys was like that, it was out of stock for a really long time. But the anime, I think, put it back on there.
Well, here's
But I do
another
feel like that for me, that I'm like, I better get up on this because it's probably not going to have as higher numbers as, say, like a black and white manga would.
Well, here's another question with the print time. It's been over like almost 3 years since COVID. Like, you figure they should be able to be ramped up and actually print stuff, but there's still issues with everyone fighting for print time, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's happening in comic books though too.
Oh, really?
There's a
They're
lot of-
starting to push
yeah.
back like they did in the beginning of the pandemic?
Yeah, they were there's like some that like what was it? They were supposed to release a bunch of comics for what was it? Was it Latin History Month or something, and then it ended up getting delayed 2 months. I could be on the wrong one, but it came out after, and
Say
people are
Latin
like,
History
"Really?"
Month?
Yeah.
No,
they did
thank
the
you.
same thing
I
last
don't
year
want
with.
that.
I know. But like people are like, well, why even bother releasing it now since it's been months after?
That's why we don't celebrate White History Month. Oh, wait, it's not a thing.
No, everyone would say every day is no. Every day is all of our history.
But they're like Marvel was having that problem with certain issues that were tying into other issues. There was an issue that came out that should have come out before something that did get released.
I know they did that with one of the Nightcrawler stories and something else too, like where they have first appearances. They'll be like, well, the first appearance, but canonically, this was printed and released beforehand, even though it was mismatched and shipped out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured since Japan printed theirs their way, I figured they were just like saying, "You want color? I mean, you have the lines."
Well, I mean, they are testing the waters because we just got the Parasite hardcover. That's
Yep.
all in color.
Ah, yes. Got it.
How is the colors in that? Is it more
I
like
like
flat
it.
or is it decently colored and rendered?
It's very much more
Muted?
like yeah, but it works. Like I can't. It's like hard to explain right now. But
Well,
'cause
Parasite's
when I
gritty too, though.
yeah, and like when you see it before the color, I can always imagine it being a colored manga.
Okay, so it's almost like Akira when they did in the 90s, where it's more
Yeah.
of like a Copic coloring than. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it works for it. Like it doesn't take away from the story or anything. Kind of like if you went and colored all of Colorless, that would be pointless.
No, what you do is you get colorless, you color everything, but take out the color that has the color in it. That's some next level meta shit right there.
Like we can see a color, they can't see a color.
Marg would love it.
But I think they are testing the waters. I think maybe that's why for a while there they were doing like 1 or 2 pages in color.
Mhm.
and now you're starting to see a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I think they also know, and this is another thing Nick and Bo and I know, is they are overtaking Western comics with manga.
No question.
So and there's a lot of people who are still hesitant to jump on the manga train because they don't like the black and white format.
They
Yeah.
also
So if
feel
you
like
start-
it's childish, and they don't realize how adult and more adult it is than actual American comics.
And also the reading style. I know that's another complaint I get from
I
some of my
can't go
friends.
this way to this way.
can't read it backwards. God damn it, Billy! I can barely read. I got the pictures on the table.
Where
One
I
thing
think
I
that's
love
why
about
manga
manga
is doing
that
well.
if I'm reading like a normal Western comic, I end up reading backwards.
Doesn't it
sometimes,
screw
and
you
I'm
up? I hate that because I'm just like, oh shit, this is English. Okay, never mind. I gotta switch my brain back to normal.
It's like
I know,
being
it's really
bilingual
Ghost
but
Rider
with
went.
books.
Or manhwas, you got them doing the same thing. I'll
Yeah.
switch over to all color, like all right, starting off at the end. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, because they go from left to right instead of right to left like manga does.
Or if you picked up like the earlier
Like, wait a
90s
minute, I'm supposed to be
series,
reading this way.
like, do you guys ever get some of the older stuff? You're like, oh, cool, I remember this, and then you're like, oh, that's when they printed it like English style, and I hate that.
Oh yeah.
Makes me feel dirty on the inside.
Is English style like the Tokyo Pop version?
Yeah,
or-
like in the early 90s,
Yeah.
late 90s, yeah. Because we were too dumb
Yeah.
as Americans to go, I can read backwards.
You know, it's funny. I got used to going the other way again with American comics and manhwa, but then I read The Breaker, which is a manhwa, but they do it in manga style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Bo always right there for product placement.
I had to think about that. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
But-
it's printed by Blaze, and they did it in a manga format.
Okay.
So you're like, wait a minute, this is a manhwa. Now you're confusing me.
How dare me?
It's strange. A lot of people are jumping on manhwa. Like 85% of you guys are like, this manhwa's the shit. I love it. And me, I'm like,
Oh,
that old guy. I'm like, I don't know.
Did you see my last video?
Wait, what?
Yeah. But I'm just saying,
I
a
was
lot of
kinda
people
like,
Read Solo Leveling, guys.
I have it. I just haven't read it yet.
look,
I
I
haven't read
love
it either.
Solo Leveling, but the ones I've read since Solo Leveling that seem to be the same exact story with just a different name and a different.
oh, the
rating.
tomb.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider one didn't
Yeah.
interest me. I was like, nope.
And
It's
even
been-
the world after the fall, instead of gate, it's tower.
Yeah. So basically, for manhwa, the Solo Leveling is their isekai.
Yes.
And I hated Tower of God. I don't care if I pissed anyone off. I hated that.
Everybody
bad.
hated the
I
anime.
couldn't
Nick-
try it. I tried.
We're gonna have to do this, man.
It was funny because
I'm gonna
for
get a
Tower
flight
of
real
God,
quick.
the complaint was it was way too slow. But for God of High School, it was way too fast. Like it's literally skipped hundreds of chapters, and I'm like, how are you gonna skip all of that?
With Tower of
Like,
God, I
no,
read the first like 100 chapters, and I was just like, nah, this ain't for me. And I tried watching the anime. I'm like, what is this? Like, done by some Korean sweatshop kids? Like, it was bad quality.
Hey, look, I still say
I
Seven
loved it.
Face is good. Seven Face is good.
I liked both of them except for the God of High School. I was like, I had no idea what was going on.
You had no idea what was going on, and they did that on purpose. They hyped me up, and I'm like, I'm just gonna read the manga. What the frick did
It's
you
like,
do?
there was a giant in there somewhere that you basically never hear from again, and it's like, what are we doing all this for, and why?
And the
who's
fact that there
bad
was so
guy?
much promotion, they're like,
Yeah.
we're doing this to give this to you guys, and we're working so hard on it. Look at behind the scenes,
If
and
you guys
you're
want
watching it, and
quality,
you're like,
quality animation, just watch the Brack show, okay?
the Brack show, you said?
He's the only one that watched it on Adult Swim. Brack is one of these side characters from Space Ghost,
Space
Coast to Coast. And Brack is a dumb idiot, and his buddy Zorik have misadventures, and it's amazing.
Horizon is a manhwa?
Yes.
Wait, is
Yeah,
it the log
Nick
Horizon?
Cat and
or
I
just
were
Horizon?
talking about this in my video comments. And
It's
this
getting
Uh,
published
my
by, was it
complaint.
Easy Press? I don't know anything about it though.
What is Easy Press? I've never heard of them.
There's a lot of new companies popping up doing the manhwa thing.
Oh, so they're new, so it's going to fail. I'm just kidding.
Well, let's see. They did what? The Remarried Empress, My Gentle Beast. There's two more. Oh, Villains Are Destined to Die. The one, Kira, you did, right? That you.
Villains
No,
are
that was
destined to die.
Eyes.
Is that the one I'm
Eyes.
reading? Ooh.
Oh, isn't that the one we're talking about?
Can we just say Empress, Villainous, and Cats are the new hotness?
Yes.
What?
I feel like that rhymes almost.
I feel
That's
like
a
all
good
three of those
tagline.
need to be combined.
You just reminded
Cats
me
and
of the
manga
new
and
manga
Empress
that I'm
versus
reading right
manhwa.
now.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
But
I was
these
an
printed-
Empress cat and I was killed as a whatever and became a villainous in my new world of whatever and add adjectives and words and make it a run-on sentence.
No, and
Public
villainous
I'm pretty
Empress
sure that
Cat.
actually exists.
Or villain Empress Cat. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But we should just start our own printing shop. Say the bizarre Heartless Otaku. There you go.
Not Log
Nice.
Horizon. Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other
Dot
comments
hack.
about color versus black and white manga?
It's so weird because black and white style just looks so pretty sometimes. Like they really put
is.
an effort to make it look purposely beautiful
Yeah.
in the way it looks. So if they put color on it, you're gonna be like, ugh, it's ruined. Oh.
As an SJW manga warrior, I do not see color in my manga. I only see black, gray, and white. I don't see colors.
Ah.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think
I'm
they,
on that color hype train. I ain't gonna lie. I'll buy some colored manga now, but I have to be selective though because I'm not willing to fork out the $20.
Hey,
I
that
know.
extra $5 will add up real quick when you're grabbing series.
It
Oh,
But
really
the page
does.
quality is a lot more quality. It's more
Yeah,
of like
it
it's not a trash paper. It's more of like a high gloss type of thing, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
But you know what kills me is like when I buy the Play It Cool guys, the volume is like that thick.
I know. It's
and it's
worth
only
it.
and it's $15. I'm like,
That's called
Yeah.
shrinkflation.
I
it's
love
called
my Play
is this
Cool
printed
guys
by
now.
DC?
Yeah. It is a disappointment for that. I won't lie. But it's worth it. It's worth it.
It is. It's a good. I can't wait for the anime on that.
Have you been watching it? It's so cute. The episodes are like 10 minutes long, super faithful adaptation to the manga. So, granted, I have not kept up with like any of the newest episodes, but I did watch it and really, really enjoyed it though.
I have to watch it. I haven't yet.
It's cute.
All right. So that was our take on color manga versus black and white. So you want to get into the top 5?
And remember, guys, like and
Yay.
subscribe.
All right. So we're gonna start. We're gonna do our top 5 characters we'd like to spend Christmas with, and we're gonna start with my friend Laura. Since she's
I'm going
next.
first.
You ready?
Yeah, I am. Well, since we
Panic.
talked about it, I'm going to go with Play It Cool guys because I love these precious little beans so much, especially Hayate. He is my favorite. I just think it'd be fun to hang out with them and see them be total goofballs and see what they would do. And it feels bad to say I would laugh at them. I would laugh with them, hopefully. So, but I just think it'd be really great to hang out with all of them and I just want to see what goofs they'll do. I don't really have any other reason except for that because I just think they're really, really cool. And that's like I think I've read this honestly like 5 times. Like I'm a huge Play It Cool guys fan. I love it.
That's a beautiful cover art, by the way.
It is.
It
And the art
is.
inside's really good too.
I should have brought the latest one that has. I don't know if this one. No, the
It's got
inside
more
has a
volume.
nice picture,
Oh,
but
yeah.
the new one has them all in a popsicle, and then they have lemurs, and it is the cutest thing. I was like, my heart cannot handle this kind of cuteness. I have to still read volume 4. But yeah, I think it'd just be fun to see what goofy things they would do and just laugh about it.
All right. Nick, what about you? You ready?
I already did it. There you go.
Where is it?
It's already presented. Share screen.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. My daddy, Lloyd
Let's
Forger.
go.
The reason why I picked Lloyd is not only is he a super nice guy and can pretend to be anybody, but he can actually cook, he can drink, he can hang out, and just be like a regular guy. And a lot of
Well,
women
I'm
love
glad
him,
you
and he's
can drink.
daddy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a great character.
He is. He's pretty cool, and he's just a sweetheart, nice dude. Like, you can have a beer with him, eat dinner, just hang out and have conversations.
Mhm.
That's mine.
Lloyd is fantastic.
Stephanie, I love Lloyd.
Well, yeah, Lloyd is great.
That's why I said most
Bizarre.
ladies love him.
We're gonna go with Bizarre next. What's yours? First one.
Okay, so say Sagra.
Uh,
Really, all the cast in Full Metal Panic, but I picked him because he's so like uptight and follows the rules, but I think if you got drunk, he would be super funny if you watched it, because he's so like, yeah, he's all like, like, I don't know, but yeah.
I think you and Weeb Family made me want to read that because I was listening to the new video today with the
great.
love triangles.
Yeah.
And if, Jacob says it's good, maybe, we're pretty close. But when Mommy says it's good, it's got to be good because she's super, super, super picky.
Yeah.
It is good. It is really
It is.
good. I love it.
Really funny.
I'm revisiting the anime now.
Well,
But yeah. And then I guess Kurt would be fun from this too, to drink with. But
Nice pick. Bianca.
Boom.
Princess Jellyfish.
Jellyfish?
Yes.
I still haven't tried that.
Everybody in the Mizukan. Honestly,
Yeah.
with any one of these people, just spending time with them on Christmas, it would be a delight. Though personally, Mayaya would be my personal favorite because we would just talk about the three kingdoms and she would just teach me everything and be like, show me your figurines, etc.
Yeah, they would be a lot of fun to hang out with. I forgot
We
what's
eat
the one.
meat, we get dessert.
Yeah, and what's the one guy's name? I feel like he would just make Christmas like glamorized in such a fun and unique way too. I can't think of his name though.
Shoot, hold on. Because sometimes they're in pages, but they don't purposely say their name, and I'm like, you fricker, now I have to keep going.
I don't remember. He was my favorite though out of the series. Well, of what I read, he was my favorite.
What is it about? I've heard people talk about it.
It's about these 4 otaku girls who share an apartment, but they don't allow guys in. They're kind of like alienating themselves up from guys. And this one girl, she's obsessed with jellyfish, and it ties back to her childhood. And one day she goes to save a jellyfish at a pet store because they're mistreating it, and then she meets a woman who comes to her aid. This really beautiful woman. They're kind of like afraid of these beautiful women, but this woman's insistent of becoming her friend, and then she finds out it's a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They're also they also freeze in front of pretty girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read the first one already. It's good because after
It is
Bazaar had talked about it, I really wanted to check it out.
And
What's
it's only 10 episodes.
That's so
Frickin'
short.
fricks.
What
There's a
is
box set I want to
Ryuji?
pick up.
Is that a character? Steph said Ryuji,
Yeah,
and so did Moonbeams.
Toradora.
I wish it got a second
Oh,
season
okay.
so bad.
For which one? Princess Jellyfish Bazaar?
Yeah.
What the frick? When do they say his name? When do they finally say his name? What the heck?
It's not
Bianca?
like a description.
Bianca,
No,
you
it's
have
not
this.
on the description.
Ready? Hold on. Stop, Bianca. Take a breather. You have this magic box in front of you. You go to google.com or Ask Jeeves,
Oh,
Here comes the gun. Here
hey,
comes-
I did
Jeez.
this jellyfish character.
Yahoo.
Kagoshima is his last name.
Here we go.
Oh gosh.
All right, moving on. Bo, what's yours?
I would definitely want to hang out with on Christmas Eve with Yoshiyuki Tomino, one of the creators of Gundam. Really awesome story, and this guy is really wild. So anytime he's in the room, he's very, I would say, that's what I'm saying. He's just really, really out there. He's very, very fun to watch and listen to. And anytime there's a problem, I mean, this guy is all over it, and he comes up with these unique ideas on how to solve these problems that arise. So loved this one, and I actually just I wish there was a sequel, but you know what? I think there might be something in the works. I'm not sure, but here's hoping because I really loved it.
That was a unique pick. I have
Yeah.
never seen anybody pick up that or talk about that at all. So that was pretty cool.
Nobody's talking about it, and there is little tidbits in here. Like after the chapters, they'll actually give you some reading material on the actual history of what all happened. You see how Gundam it struggled when it first came on. It tells you what all they went through, and then they kind of give you
Yeah,
a
they
few
had to
pages
go
like
back
this.
and redo Gundam after.
Yeah. But the art was really good as well, and his expressions were pretty hilarious. And he's just like that cool guy, like that always get stuff done, but he's also over the top on a lot of things. and constantly getting slapped around by women.
Wait, so is that not a nonfiction then?
Yeah, this is almost a biography, but it's like
Okay,
out there. So
interesting.
So, if you're not a Gundam fan, would you still recommend that?
I'm the only Gundam I like is Gundam Wing. But this one is actually a great story. So I would say, yeah, even if you don't like Gundam, it's a lot of good information. Tells you how Gundam affected Japan, like and their culture. I was like, there's a lot of cool stuff in there, and it talks about.
It wasn't quite an autobiography, but I love those. So
Yeah.
The funny part is, you know, that what we got over here in America is usually like the throwaway Gundams growing up, and we missed all the cool Gundam stuff, like Waltz and other stuff like that. Just was the garbage no one wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
They explain that in Manga Splaining. A whole episode. Shout out to Manga Splaining.
Love that podcast. All right.
Yeah.
My turn. All right. If you're going to have a Christmas dinner, you need one of the best cooks in anime.
I almost hit Sanji, Carrie. I was so close.
Because Sanji would make sure everybody had like the best Christmas meal ever, and make sure everybody's glasses were always full, and he would just be entertaining everybody because he's just awesome like that.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't choose him, I was like, he's too much of a simp. I was like, Sanji, I gotta cut you over the other chef that I chose. Oh,
but you know he'd always take priority over you.
Yes, yeah.
Is this the guy they put out the cookbook for? That's why it looks familiar?
Yes.
Because I know they did a One Piece cookbook, right? Okay.
Yeah, he's the
I
cook
have
for
that.
he's the cook for the crew.
Oh, okay.
And he's always cooking stuff. He's always making sure like the alcohol is always full. So yes, he would be a lot of fun to have at a Christmas party.
Would be. He really would be.
All right, Laura, you're up again.
I guess talking about that, so the only reason I said I didn't go with Sanji because of the simp, but I was like, well, I had to do something haiku, and since I decided not to do Hinata. I decided to go. Okay, it's a good thing Mark's actually not saying this because mine would sort of be spoilers, but I'm gonna go with the Mia twins from Haikyuu because in the time skip, Osamu right here, he actually opens up his own onigiri shop, and so I think it'd be cool to invite them and him make me onigiri because I've never had it before. So that's not your typical Christmas dish by any means, but I just thought it'd be something unique, and I've been really obsessed with their characters recently for some reason. And I was like, well, if you have the one brother, you have to fight the other brother. So that was why I chose them, because it was either him or Sanji. And so I went with Osamu because, like I said, just Haikyuu. And I think it'd be really fun to just try onigiri because I've never had it before. And he seems to like be able to, he's very reputable, at least in the time skip. So, and his restaurant's doing really, really well.
All right, Nick.
I like Kitty Cat's comment. Archduke J from Matic. You're a sick person. But yeah, Archduke's pretty cool. I didn't even think of him. Yeah, oh, you almost shared mine.
Yeah, we can. Then you said, look at the comments.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Hinemo from Chainsaw Man. She's awesome, even though she's very short-lived. She's a good time to party with. She's proved if you watched or read the manga, besides her puking in your mouth, she's pretty cool. And she's a sweetheart.
She is. Besides the puking.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that was my pick. I love my picks. They're just so quick. Well, I mean, there's not a lot of backstory with her. Like, she was really close with Aki, and it was a cool storyline. But like, I want to see more of her. But spoilers: when she turns into a ghost to save everybody and dies, you lose a character. It's been out for over a year, guys. If you didn't read it, it's on you.
Yeah. Spoilers.
I feel like Haikyuu has been out for over a year, like the final volume. I did not know that, so.
You're behind your haiku reading?
Yeah, I mean, I finished it. I
okay.
randomly pick up random things, but like, or random volumes to read. But I don't know. I guess I was like, because it came out in August last year, and it just doesn't. The time, I'm like, what happened from August to now? Like, I don't know. Just that sense of time seems very short.
I have a question for everybody, and this is going to be very controversial. Is everybody reading Chainsaw Man currently, like up to date with it, or no?
Yeah.
I'm behind a couple chapters.
Yeah, it's
but I'm
fine. I'm not liking where this is going. Like, I'm not liking it. I may drop it.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
I don't like the new character. Like, it's not about Denji. I wanted Denji. I don't like this new stupid character.
I don't like how he's been sidelined.
Yeah, it's pissed me off.
Wait,
and
there's
I
a new character?
Yeah, she's the new
In
main
the
character.
manga?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now
The War Devil.
is this an anime only thing or
No,
this is the manga right now.
Yeah,
It's
it's on part
chapter.
2, and I think this was intentional. Like, you have part 2 starting off, and it's with a different main character, and I think her arc will tie off here pretty soon, and we'll get something else. That's what it feels like, it at least, that it's nearing the end of it.
I thought maybe like the first, I gave it maybe 3 or 4 chapters, they would just kind of like focus on her, but then shift back over to Denji when they reintroduced him.
Yeah.
But they weren't doing that. And I was kind of like, okay, is it going to happen at some point?
Yeah.
Did a new one come out today? Because I thought it did, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I didn't check.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't read it.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
No, not yet. Is it better? Well, I was busy doing stuffs. I'll read it while you guys talk.
Yeah.
Rude.
Oh, you too, Nick.
For the synopsis of Chainsaw Man, does it say specifically about, it's about Denji, or does it just keep it vague enough where it's possible that there could be a new protagonist every part?
When you were watching a show and it goes off into a different season, and then all of a sudden you have no idea what's going on.
That's the new protagonist. That's
Ew.
her.
Yeah, it's kind of like I took it as they were trying to set up the villain, because that's what I thought she was going to be.
I did too. She killed Clucky. I hated her since then. No, I'm kidding.
It's building up to something. It looks like it's building up to another character that's coming up. So
Her outfit looks so bad. Is that on purpose?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I admit I was not prepared for that either, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, Bizarre, what do you have?
Bash the Stampede.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, are you excited about the upcoming anime?
I am. That's actually why I rebought the DVDs. Yeah, so I can watch it. But yeah, I just love it how he can be like all like badass and fighting, and he looks like, from the cover he doesn't look like it'd be a lot of fun, but like his personality is like goofy and wacky. I just love him.
Mm-hmm.
So
that animation style is gonna have to grow on me, because I wasn't really sold on it at first, but it is gonna have a good storyline. I know that. I think we all know that.
I get what you're saying. I think it's just so nostalgic because I watched it.
Yeah.
When I was little, so.
Oh yeah.
All right, Bianca.
Oh, by the way, I found it. His name is Kurosuke. My K is right now. Kuranosuke. Thank you. Anyway, so the second one is going to be Otaman of Asuka and the gang. So if I were to pick somebody specific, I was like, oh, I love Hajime, but I'm like, I'm not a makeup person. I hate makeup, so I wouldn't get along with him. I just love him for him. If I were to like pick a specific person, it would be Asuka, the main guy, because he's like a roundabout character. He can do some makeup, some knitting, some bakery, all around. And I'm like, hey, I want to do that stuff. Teach me. Let's have fun.
That's
Boom.
true. That's on my 2BR to read before the year ends, hopefully.
Bo.
Huh? Well, I realized I grabbed the wrong one, but actually it's based off of Kururu Kill Me.
Okay.
And it's going to be this character right here. This gentleman who I think it's Aoi. A-O-I. I don't know how that's pronounced.
You said it right.
But basically, this guy, I know there's going to be a lot of fun because he's going to be bringing this girl right here. So apparently, he meets this contract killer and doesn't know how to contact her, and ends up, he's like, you know what? I'm an extremely rich
Batman.
Yeah, very, very rich person that works for the pharmaceutical companies. And basically, he put the hit on himself to get her to exclusively hunt him. And she's constantly like nearly killing him. And it's funny because she'll think he's dead, but he has access to such high class medical like processes and doctors.
Never mind.
So he's able to heal.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like I've always said it's kind of like a Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and but they are she's basically trying to infiltrate his company, and she's trying to, I guess, figuring out that she's gonna have to use her womanly wilds and try to woo him in order to get close to him. But it's been really fun, and I think if we got this guy there, I think it not only would be a greatly financed party, but also it'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it.
I have to say, I'm back in a Chainsaw Man now with that new drop of the character that just popped in for like 30 seconds. That
Yes.
sold me on it,
Oh, okay.
so it just got better.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
okay.
wear
I
better
have to catch up.
clothes.
It's a school uniform.
Ew. Like, at least change her hair, okay? Her hair's more whack than mine.
happen. It could happen.
What about my hair? My hair's a mess today.
All right, so my next one, since Sanji's going to be cooking, I don't have to worry about this one cooking, but this one's going to be a lot of fun to have there, especially when she drinks.
Master
And that would
Roshi?
be Yor.
Mama
see,
Yor.
I think my waifu, she is perfect, but at the same time, she can't cook though.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I have Sanji.
She's learning
Sanji's
to
gonna
cook, but oh, she'd be so fun to hang out with.
She'd be so fun. She's so sweet. And then when she gets drunk, she's absolutely
She's
hilarious.
just a lovable drunk that's funny.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
super cute.
She's so cute. I love it.
I feel like if she drank too much, she'd cry.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
I just keep her brother away, though, because he's a little too
Oh,
obsessed.
he is a creeper for sure. Yuri is a creeper for sure. He's in some brother-sister stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, Laura, you're back on.
Better than the one I'm reading, to be honest.
Go ahead.
No, I just think of that Bowser skit. He's like, "What you reading in the bag?" He's like, brother, sister love."
I'm reading
Never
a
mind.
manga where a girl might be possibly sexually attracted to her cat.
No.
Does
Nope.
it morph into a guy?
No,
Well, look, isn't it?
it's a slice of
It's like-
life.
No.
I mean, Seven Seas does have that one coming out where she's attracted to the giant snake, so it's not too
This is
far.
Yen Press.
What?
Oh, like,
What's the name of it?
Funny enough, Sex Ed, 120% is the name.
Taco's got his new Twitter topic.
goodness.
So, like, you have the normal people, like, hey, one's into, like, BL, the other one's, like, a lesbian, and then you have this one girl who's like, I might be sexually attracted to my cat, and I'm like, wait, what?
I agree with Kitty
I'm
Cat.
down with manga,
Nope.
guys. It's been
I
cool.
thought it was a joke at first.
It's like, Otaku, did you see that video online of that woman talking about her dog?
Yeah. I know. My partner that I sleep with doesn't see anyone because he's my dog. Like, oh my god, what? And you don't know if it's a troll or something, but I was like, oh,
You never
I
know
why?
thought it
on
was being
Twitter.
trolled for, like, 3 chapters, and I'm like, oh, no.
I was saying, does it turn into a guy? Then maybe it wouldn't be too bad, but it doesn't even turn into
Then it'd be cool.
To quote Clerks 2, I am Kelly.
All right, Laura, let's get back
Well,
on track.
We're
Sorry.
not worried about that in mind. So I figured if I got the Mia twins cooking or Osamu cooking, I need something for sweets, and so I am doing Kimomo confiserie because I think she'd be really fun to bake with in the kitchen, and all of her sweets just look so delicious. Well, technically, is it Natsu actually cooks them? But still, I would still hang out with Kimomo because she'd be a whole lot nicer than Natsu would be in the kitchen, and they could make up something probably even more amazing than just Christmas cookies. But I just think it'd be fun to hang out with them and see what they would actually give us for like sweets, because he owns a bakery. And I should have brought the other covers because this one she has macaroons around her, but the other one she has like chocolates and just other sweets. So I have Kimomo for my sweets because I'm like, I'll need that as well because Christmas cookies are a must. Well, at least for
Yeah.
us.
All right,
And
well-
speaking of, you know what? I need to write a list because I need some. I forgot to buy my Christmas cookie stuff for Saturday. Anyway, sorry guys.
That's
I
all right.
can watch this all day.
I picked Cowgirl from Goblin Slayer. And no, it's not because she has giant mommy milkers. It's because she's a sweetheart, can cook, and she's just a really, really nice person. It's very wholesome.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Nate?
Mommy milkers. No, do any of you guys read Goblin Slayer or watch the anime?
I got into like volume 3, I think, and then I stopped because I had a bunch of other stuff come up.
Yeah, but she was Orkbald's best friend growing up, and she's just a really sweet, nice girl, and I think she'd just be a cool person to hang out with.
Oh,
I don't need, in real life, I'm not going to want to hang out with psycho killers or like crazy drunks or anything like that. I just want sweet, wholesome people to spend the holidays with, you know?
Oh, you have not lived. Never mind.
Bye, Bizarre.
Like, wow.
Welcome back, Bizarre.
I think it's because I was removing your thing at the same time you were removing it, and Bizarre popped up.
He just didn't want to be here no more. He's like, I guess I'll come back.
He switched spots.
Reality. All right, Bizarre, you're up.
Okay, so I put band from from Seven
Do it
Deadly
again.
Jesus!
Magic.
Stop.
And honestly, I pick him because he's really hot, and I would need eye candy on the holidays.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
can-
There
I
you go.
mean,
I feel like you're the
right?
only person I know that watches or reads that. I
What
don't.
is it? Seven
Seven
Deadly
Deadly
Sins?
Sins.
I
Yeah.
tried it. I just couldn't get
I
into
have
it.
to get on it.
My wife reads it or not.
It-
Sorry, watches it.
I will admit it is kind of repetitive in some places, but then I have to take a break. But I can always go back to it. So I will say that about it. But I really enjoy it. I enjoy all the characters. Some of them are too pervy, but I just kind of overlooked that. And yeah,
I thought that was Dr. Stone for a minute, just because of the green hair.
Yeah, it kind of looks like him actually. Now that you say that, I can see it.
Is that green hair? I thought it was blue hair. What color
I
is
think it's silver.
Turquoise?
Yeah, I think it's like whitish. Whitish.
Turquoise.
Oh, Bianca.
I blacked out for a minute.
Yotsuba? Wait, which Yotsuba?
Why isn't she the main girl?
Moonbeams.
I have not read the series, but isn't she the main girl? Nobody?
Oh, probably. And
Yeah.
Yotsuba? Okay.
I think
well,
it's the main chick.
Oh,
Green.
this one's mine.
That's a good pick, Moonbeams. That's a good one. I still need to read that series because I feel like it's so loved and so iconic and everybody has read it and it's just like, you must read it.
Nick is like Barnes and Noble.
well, Yotsuba's my second favorite, Quint. That's what I
You
thought
he
she
was taking
meant.
out a book.
Oh,
He
Yotsuba.
took out a figurine.
see, she meant this. Well, now I need to know which one. I thought was. the
I'm
one.
assuming she said children or child.
Oh,
I think
okay,
she meant
yes.
Yotsuba and.
Okay.
Yeah, she said yes. It's Yotsuba and.
All right, Bianca.
I sent it in the chat.
Oh,
I can't share my screen because I'm not on Chromecast.
I'm not on
Hold
Chromecast
on.
either. Chromecast is an app for your TV.
Is it
I mean, not Chromecast. I'm not on Chrome.
What are you
I'm
on,
on
Firefox?
Firefox, and Firefox does everything different, and so it won't even let me share the screen.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. There we go. Shigeo
Yay.
from Mob Psycho. Purest, sweetest, goodest boy, deserves everything. I will give him all my food, except the flan. The flan will be mine. He can have the rest, Needs kindness and nourishment, and, I'll hang out with all the other kids, I guess. Reagan plus,
He's okay. I haven't seen it, but he's the main character, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I see a lot of love for the other guy who's the blonde
His
guy.
boss.
Really?
Ringen.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
wait. Reagan's like orange haired. There's the blonde haired who's like the rival.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I meant Reagan. I did recognize his name once
Oh, okay.
Bo said it. So sorry, my bad. Sorry, guys. I tried Mob Psycho, and I was like, I don't know what's happening, and so I've never came back to it.
Mhm.
But
He's just
yeah.
it's the same guy who did One Punch Man.
yeah,
He's
Yeah.
incredibly overpowered, and I just love the way Studio Bones uses the colors and everything when he uses his powers. It's such a trip.
I have to watch the
I'll
anime.
try it.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I blew through it in a couple days.
I like it
Yeah,
better
we're
than One
talking
Punch
about
Man. And apparently that's sometimes controversial to say. And I'm like,
I
no, it has a better story.
Okay. Hey, Kiki.
Kiki!
Hey.
All right,
She forgot we were on.
Kitty Cat mentioned, is it the Goiza fairy from that really long title? Who is that?
Dora.
Yeah, thank you, Bo. Thank you.
Dora.
'cause
Here it is.
Who's the fairy
Try to keep an eye
person?
on-
Gozo Fury? Oh, Gozo Fury's just a little like almost looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy, but it has a Gozo as a head.
I said
It's
that all wrong.
gyoza, isn't it? It's
Gyoza or
dumplings.
Goizo? Yeah, they're dumplings.
Gyoza. Gyoza is a food.
Thank you. Oh, I got you.
Dumpling.
Sorry,
I
guys.
It's the
mispronounced
dumpling. It's a
everything.
Japanese dumpling.
I should know because I literally am ordering the cookie mix that I need for Saturday. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna do a delivery tomorrow, so I'm getting. I was like, don't get all quiet on me, guys. I feel awkward saying that.
I was thinking you were going to say something else. I'm like waiting.
No. I feel like with them buying food and we're talking about food, I feel like I should have known. I feel like should have made the connection.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
All right, Bo, you're up.
All right, so I got my financing. I got my interesting guy. But I also need somebody to plan out the theme, get everything all Martha Stewart it up, whatever. Way of the House Husband.
Ah, there you go.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yes, and I'm forgetting his name already. I'm hoping it's on the back. I forgot his name already, but I absolutely love this
His name
character.
like Tatsu or something like that.
Yes, it's been a while since another one has popped up, so I haven't read it in a while. But this dude comes up with so much of these Pinterest kind of things. Like he cooks, he cleans, and he also makes like different decorations. And he's very
When he's got the battles
imaginative.
and he's just taking stuff with other
Yes,
Yakuza members, and they're like, "Oh, who gets more likes?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like everybody from the Yakuza just wanted to just kick back and actually do something that was fun. And this manga it's nothing profound or anything. It's just a good time. You need something like this is something I've always called as a palate cleanser. Like you read something too dark, too sweet, too whatever. Read this, and like, okay, I'm ready for something different.
Yeah. Are you excited for the anime? I saw that they had like.
I like the anime. I don't know why everybody drags on it.
My husband didn't like
like
it.
a motion comic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like Psyche K. That animation is literally a motion comic.
Tatsu. Thank you, Moonbeans. It's Tatsu.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah. Good job.
All right. I have my cook. I have my gal pal who's funny when she's drunk. So I need somebody who likes to talk and tell stories about adventure. And it also is really good at dropping some advice. So that would be Tiger.
Yes!
Tiger Bunny.
Kotetsu. Let's go.
Because he's always got stories to tell with his long history as a superhero.
Well, the thing is, like, they make it seem like he's old, and he's not old. He's only in his 30s.
But yeah, like everybody else, with the exception of that.
Oh god, that's so old.
No, but like everybody else in that show, the older heroes are also in their 30s, and they're like, "Listen, man, you should probably retire." And I'm like, "What?
What's her name? The Ice Girl. She's a teenager."
Yeah, that part was. I was like, "Okay, hold up. I don't know how I feel."
She had a crush on him. He has no idea. He's oblivious to it.
And rightly so. He has a daughter. She's so small. She's like 10.
Oh.
But he's not the oldest. What's his name is? The guy who's the cowboy with... I think he's probably in his 40s or 50s.
Is that Antonio?
No. Yeah, the one with the... He's... I'll figure it out
Is he in
later,
season 1 or season 2? Because I didn't see season 2
He's in both. He's like his best buddy. They go to the bar together.
Antonio, the bison guy.
Yeah, the bison guy.
He's 42? He looks great. Wait, so why are they telling him to retire if Antonio is in his 40s?
Because his powers are out of whack.
He's not old. He's just drawn that way.
But he would be fun and entertaining to listen to his stories at the table for Christmas. So.
And then he'll give you his trading cards.
Yeah, he'll give you his trading cards
like,
at the
Tiger
end.
Trading for you, for you, for you.
I love it. All right, Laura.
I didn't think about storytelling, but I did think about games, and so I feel bad for my kids on this one. I went with Takane and Hana because I really feel like their relationship reminds me of me and my husband so much. We're like, just don't bring games in or competition to our relationship, and we're totally fine because I am a sore loser. I hate losing to him. It's the same. So I figured me and Hana can team up and play some games against my husband and Takane, and Hana can give me some tips so that when my husband tries to troll me, I actually have a comeback and can be really cool because I feel like he always wins while Hana always wins against Takane. So I just feel like it'd be really fun. And the competition would probably be too much, but I'm just like, they are a hoot and it'd just be really fun to, I guess, play games. And like I said, I just need some tips so I can actually, I'm not a troller, but it'd be nice to troll my husband sometimes. I won't lie.
I've been trying to find volumes 2 through whatever forever. Is that currently out of print for right now? Because you can
Oh,
find volume 1, but you can't find past like 2, maybe 3 anywhere else.
really?
Yeah, I got 1 and 2, and I haven't been able to get anything.
I hate that where like you're like, oh, here's 16. You're like, yeah, what
It's
about
like
all the other ones?
One Punch Man.
Yeah, it took forever. Yep.
Yeah. No, I didn't even know that because I know volume 18 is the final volume and it has like a special booklet that you can get and it's still in stock in places. So I just assume since you could still get like the special edition with the booklet that it was all of it was still in stock. I guess so. Oh, that's sort of sad because that's a really fun series.
You know me, I'm trying to read all the rom-coms I can.
I honestly,
they're
I have
fun.
I think it's next Tuesday I have a video review coming out. And I mean, I honestly to the T, except for my husband's not talking. He's not quite that much of a stuck up person. But the trolling is just so legit that I'm like, this is me and my husband. But I'm just not that witty like Hana. Like that, if I could just be witty, I feel like I could legit beat my husband in some wit. I know that's you guys probably didn't care for that, but I hate losing to him, guys, so much. Like
I want to also plug myself right here. If you're looking for a troll on demand, if you have these services that you desperately need, just send me. My DMs are open. Send me a DM, and I can be right there for you. I can be your mobile troll.
I'm glad I was
I
able
have witnessed his work.
Oh my goodness. Well, Nick, real quick, I went on Barnes and Nobles and it looks like for 2 and 3 the paperback's available online, but like volume 6 is not available in paperback online. So
Lame.
I know, I didn't realize it was like that. Let me see if there's like a restock date. Oh, it's saying that it's supposed to come back in stock at the end of this month. So maybe it's just temporarily out of stock.
Okay, yeah. 'cause I've been
Everything
looking
is
for, like,
coming back
2
in
or
stock
3
at the end of
months,
this
yeah.
month.
Yeah,
Nice.
which means it'll be like February or March. It's just a placeholder usually.
June.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still waiting on some more
July.
stuff. Okay, Nick's up.
The most useless person ever, Aqua. If none of you are familiar with how much I love me some Konosuba, Aqua is a goddess that when the main character got isekai, she's like, you can choose one thing and anything to bring you with you, the new world, to start your new life. He's like, I pick you. She's like, what? No. And she just likes to drink, party, do nothing. She's really a sweetheart. And when she gets too drunk, she pukes up rainbows and she's a blast.
You looked at a few you have to have a few things that she's very self-absorbed and she pissed off the main character in the first few minutes. She basically like kind of dissed him and he got so frustrated with her. He was like, you know what? I choose you. You're coming with me. And she threw such a fit getting out of there.
But she ended up, she can do also really cool party tricks because you've noticed
Yes.
most of the time she can do little stuff with her hands and, you know, shoot water up and do fun stuff.
Yeah.
But she's the biggest baby, but she's hilarious. She's a sweetheart
Yes.
deep down.
Yes, love every single character in that show. It's extremely funny.
Yeah.
If you have not seen that show, anybody, like, do yourself a favor. If you want a good laugh, I have not laughed at anything as hard as I laughed at that show.
Konosuba
What's
is
called?
amazing.
Okay.
Konosuba.
Yeah.
It's basically an isekai harem that's not a harem. It's very fan servicey, but not like too pushy, but it's hilarious. And it's just Kazuma's the man, and every single different chick in the party is crazy and insane, but it all works and it's funny as hell. Even my mom laughed at it once because like she'll always walk in the wrong time and be like, what are you watching? That's right. I'm a 38-year-old man living home with my mommy. I don't care. But she's like, this is actually kind of funny. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, hey, she lives with me.
Actually,
Yeah.
I did pay off the mortgage. Just saying, but whatever.
All right, bizarre.
That got awkward fast.
Like, how do we segue here?
But I agree with you. In this economy, like moving out is such a chore.
Oh no, I want to move out, but it's just I want to make sure it's worth it. Right now, if I bought a year ago, yeah, it would have been worth it. But like the percentage rates,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind if I settled down and had like a wife, maybe, but like, man. I'm also looking for a sugar mama. If anybody wants to support me, just let me know.
Okay.
Ding.
Ding.
Spike Spiegel!
Oh,
And
Looks
I
like-
pretty much had to pick him because I would have felt bad picking Vash and also not including him. So that's why, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a badass and one of my favorite characters. So.
Now I wish I picked Jet. Jet would be pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, he'd be the guy talking with everybody. He'd be that
Having a
social
good time,
butterfly.
just bouncing. Yeah. I
Or
don't
Faye.
want Faye though. Faye would be
Yeah.
a bitch.
They would be really fun to drink with, though.
Yes.
Until you pissed her off.
Yeah, right.
True.
Bianca, we're on to you.
Bianca.
I know, I got it. So we have Kohei
Oh.
Inuzuka and his daughter Tsumigi. Oh my gosh, why did I say Sumugu? What the frick? Anyway, this dad and this child need everything. We will all cook together. I mean, sure, he can bring his student or whatever, but you know, I'm legal, he's legal, it's a thing. I'm going to be the new mother. Just kidding. I don't like kids.
You
But
just
hanging
confused
out
me.
with the
What?
That's a really, I haven't finished that, but that's a good series. My husband enjoyed watching that.
I was
also
told that
there's
was
a
cute.
recipe book in here to cook the food that was in the manga and on the anime.
Nice.
And I'm like,
That's
oh man, I need so much
cool.
ingredients. But they like have stuff that you don't really usually have in the US.
Oh.
They're like, okay, so you need this specific type of chopsticks that are in Japan that they use for cooking. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so I have to buy that.
Yeah.
Can I use a fork? No, you can't
For an
because it's
H-Mart.
metal and it's I'm like, oh dang it.
Have you read, or has anyone read the manga, the other manga that he wrote? Was it A Galaxy Next Door?
I have them. I'm waiting to. I actually was gonna say like I want that to be our next buddy read.
Okay.
I picked
Oh,
up 1
really?
through 3.
What's
I
the
have to pick it up.
synopsis?
I haven't picked it up.
Basically, well, it's gonna be kind of a spoiler. What I was told from Cindy, that's in our group, the Isekai Bay, she said that it's a dude that has a girl come stay at his house or something, and she's sleeping, and he thinks that like somehow, some way, anyways, like he goes to like move the covers over a butt or something, and he gets stung by a pincer. And in her culture, that means they're gonna have to get married or something, and it just goes like in more and more into it. So it sounds cute and fun to me.
Okay.
I picked him
Yeah.
up this weekend.
I think I was reading the first volume and I just got bored with it real easy.
Oh.
I know Marg dropped. Well, I think Marg dropped it as well after 3 volumes.
Why did nobody tell me before I bought this shit? I bought all 3 of them this weekend. I'm like, this sounds cool.
Well, that's my husband wanted to get the bundle that was on Right Stuff, and I was like, well, I knew Marg didn't like it or didn't love it as it kept going. So I think we have the first volume on hold from our library right now to check it out. Hopefully you like it though, Nick.
I've
Yeah.
been so good this month. I think I've only bought 12 manga.
Wow. Wait,
only
for
the 6th.
December?
Dude, it's like the 5th, 6th.
I was
don't-
thinking November.
Wait, the holiday sale hasn't fully dropped yet.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm staying away from Right Stuff. No, I need my money. Just no.
Yeah. I went ahead and gave you a sneak peek. I was cruising through there and checking to see what all is available, and yeah, a lot is available. I actually found this at Barnes & Noble, so I went ahead and picked that up early.
What is
What
it?
is
Because
that?
it's Sakamoto Days 5.
dude,
that
I've
is
had
an
that for, like,
awesome cover.
2 weeks. 2 weeks I had it, bro.
You got your.
Jujutsu Kaisen 18 drops.
Do you have that?
Kowloon?
Oh, yeah, I've been
Kowloon
looking at
Volume
Kowloon
2?
everywhere. I'm dying to know.
Volume 2 is now out on Rad Stuff, as well as Alice in Borderland Volume 4. Afro Samurai is available, and
Afro Samurai's
Nana
coming out.
18.
Nice.
It's all available to order right now and get shipped
Nice.
on Right Stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'm not staying away from Right Stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry about your Japanese homework, Kiki. We still miss you.
It's
yeah.
I wanna
hard.
do
Yeah.
Japanese. I still want to
Yeah.
try.
I was trying to learn kanji of yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Whoop. Oh, did anybody else
Nice.
abuse Barnes & Noble's 10% off discount plus your regular thing? Because my Barnes & Noble I went to, I bought like 3 books, but their system was down, so I had to manually enter it because, you know, it's a coupon, like it's your own user code. And then on Saturday, I'm like, hey, the Barnes & Noble I was at, they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm like, boop, boop. Cool, save $40. Nice. And it's
Yep.
stacked with your Barnes & Noble's membership too, so it's 20%
Oh, yeah.
off.
Yeah, I did that also with Books A Million. I got an
Uh,
online coupon plus my membership, and it
Yep.
was, oh yeah.
And the buy 2 get 1 free sale. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did during that sale.
Well, what sucks for me is like these sweet end of the year sales that I know I should wait, but I'm very impulsive and don't wait for. I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
buy the series, and then at the end of the year, I'm like, could have spent half the price and not
That
look like an
is
asshole.
me. That
He's
is me
that guy
too.
who goes into Target and goes, I'm just going to buy a t-shirt, and then walks out with like manga because it was like, buy one.
And a
Yeah.
bunch of other shit I don't like, and I'm like, how is this $400? I was just gonna buy a T-shirt for $12. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Almost
That was like
happened
me
with go ahead.
But that was like me with my Christmas stuff, like for all the lights and stuff. I'm like, we'll get one inflatable. $700 later and 2 trips. I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah.
And I was the one setting it all up by myself too. My whole family's like, cool, thanks for buying it. And I'm like,
Yeah, put it up.
all right, cool. You guys decorate the inside, and when the tree ends up, you know, settling, you decorate that then.
I almost did that same thing with One Piece. Their trading card game dropped December 2nd, and I've been waiting on it. And I saw it yesterday for 119 a booster box, which normally these things are about $100, but inflation. And I told myself I was about to buy like 3 boxes, and I said, nah, let me wait. I really shouldn't be getting anything else. And then I look back like hours later, it's at 179. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness.
Well, see, the problem with TCGs is the hype is there. But honestly, like if you're going to competitively play or play with your friends, it's cheaper just to buy the single individual cards you want and make your deck, because I used to do that with Magic all the time.
Yeah, with Magic, I would buy a few boxes, and then after that, no more boxes. You have to buy the singles.
Yeah, just buy the $50 to $100 singles you need, and then after they rotate, all the value's gone.
Yeah.
And Mark feels you.
Yes. That was hurting me. I was like, God bless. I was right there at 119. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really great card game. So I know probably y'all didn't come for card games manga, but it is a One Piece one, and I think it's really well drawn. The mechanics are basically grabbed from several different card games that I love, and they put it all together, and it works really well. So I think this would be a pretty good thing.
You know what I've always wanted to try, but I never did? Have you ever played Weiss Schwarz?
No.
It has all the different anime and manga licensing, and it's a collectible card game. They have like anything you could think of. It's called Weiss Schwarz. I've always wanted to check it out.
Yeah, send me that later.
Yeah, I got a couple packs of quintessential quintuplets, but I know Elite Collector's been doing it, and it's like anything you think of, from like Berserk, quintessential quintuplets.
We should
One
all
Piece.
play together.
So, because is it kind of like Hero Clicks where you have like?
I remember back in the day here. Okay, so when I went to my first San Diego Comic-Con, I sold my whole Hero Clicks collection because I didn't care. But I was that dickhead that would look for the box for like the super ultra rares because they're always right on the top with the color. I think the guy got a steal for like probably $1,200 worth of shit for like $400. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't even care. Just take
There's
it.
a way to tell.
Yeah, you just open the top, instead of being white, it'd be green or blue.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I did like HeroClix. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
All right, Bo, what do you have?
All right, so I have all that stuff, and I also need every get together, especially holiday with friends and family. You're gonna need some booze. So I think this guy might know a little something about alcohol. So we got the Breaker again. I've always said this one's kind of like, it reminds me a lot of the dynamic between Naruto and Pervy Sage. This guy is a womanizer, a drunk, and also like a world-class fighter.
Oh, the teacher?
And
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. and every scene with him and a woman is hilarious because he keeps trying to make it with a certain teacher, and it is always getting interrupted, and he is always just so the way he's upset is so cartoony. It's hilarious. There is I don't know if y'all seen if y'all read the first volume, but the scene where he's on the roof and they both are hanging on the rail. I was laughing for a good 10 minutes just at that scene. So the expressions are really well drawn, and also the fight scenes when they get serious. Fight scenes are really good, but art's really good. It's nothing too bad. Oh yeah, art's not bad.
I've heard really good things about that series.
It's good. I like it. It's kind of like a Cobra Kai or a...
Yeah.
It's not your traditional sensei.
No, not your father sensei.
Again?
The Breaker.
The Breaker.
Okay, I was thinking Berserker.
It's a manhwa, but it's done in a manga style.
Yes, and you read it this way. Wait, no,
I'm getting digital, so I read it whatever way I want because it's optional.
Up and down is my way.
All right. Nick's gonna appreciate this one. All right, I need something there that I can geek out with over some like weird historical stuff. So I decided that I would have.
Yes.
Because she loves all the warrior, that Japanese warrior stuff, and we could talk about martial arts and everything.
Is she a Kenshin Uesugi person, or is she a Shinken Takeda person? That's
she has headphones. That's right.
Nick is on mute, and he wants to talk.
Nick, you're on mute, or
he double tapped.
Oh shit! Yeah, I must have hit it. Sorry, that's why I was just like, are they talking to me? I said that Miku actually ended up becoming a really good cook when they did the time jump 5 years later. Because remember, she was horrible at cooking.
Yes.
And then now she can really cook, and she's got her own bakery.
How dare they skip the plot development?
Oh, wait,
not plot development.
Can we jump it off so I can show off another one of my sweet quintessential quintuplet toys, so I can feel validated with my life?
I just love how she geeks out over it.
She's such a sweetheart. Actually, she's my favorite out of the entire series.
Same.
It goes her, Yotsuba, and the least favorite is Nino. I hate Nino. Like,
which one's that?
Nino's the one with the red hair with the butterflies in her hair. She's a bitch. Like, no one likes her.
Yeah.
I think her or Ichika would be like awesome girlfriends just to have a fun, great time to chill with.
Yeah, so
is the headphones her personality?
No.
Yes.
She's well, kind of. She's very sweet and quiet, but
she kind of keeps to herself. And
yeah.
Is that the reason why? Is she the type that's like she pretends to listen to music, and so just people will stop bothering her?
Funny story. When I was doing my Christmas decorations, right? I had headphones in just because it was outside, doing nothing. My poor mail lady that I talk to all the time, she's friends with one of my friends. She's the mother. She came up. She was trying to talk to me. I'm just like, oh, hi. I feel like an asshole. But I had a beanie on and like earbuds in, but I was like, because she was trying to talk to me, and I was just like, who the fuck? I'm like, oh, mail lady, okay. Felt horrible. Miku.
So much fun. I love her. All right, Laura.
So for my last one, I was gonna do it first, but I went with somebody that I felt shouldn't be alone on Christmas, because I'm like, everybody deserves to have somebody on Christmas. So I did Rose from I Am a Witch and My Crush Wants to Make Me a Potion, because I'm like, girl, you need more than just lettuce to eat, and she's alone. At these.
He brings her apple butter. Okay, we're the only two people that have read this so far.
Yeah, really? Nobody else has read it?
No,
I didn't even know about it.
I picked it up just because it sounded super cute.
It looks like a manhwa.
Colors look really good.
It doesn't have a manhwa, but it does have a light novel. And Nick, I'm so salty that we don't have any news on the second volume of this. Because
yeah, I was like, cool, because usually they either do the one of two things where it's, all right, the next one's drop, and wait a couple months, or nothing, and maybe 6 months to a year from now we'll get a volume 2.
I'm like, what is this? So, because it was really good. It's very slow burn, and it's very, very cute.
I was gonna say, yeah, because when I first picked it up, it sounded cute. I was like, oh, it's a little witch, and it's a love potion, cool. The whole plot twist I won't spoil, but I was like, this is such a slow burn until the very end. I'm like, wow, this is actually really cute. I like this.
Yeah, I appreciated it much more the second time because I was really anticipating the romance. So I think like it's still good. Like I'm not knocking or anything like that. But I think if you're expecting for the romance to happen sooner, like you got to be patient. You just got to be patient. And what we get was so well done. It was so worth it. And I'm just like, I need volume 2. But I really feel like, yeah, Rose should not be by herself. And I think she should just be around some friends and some family, be loved on. We'll make some apple butter for her, but she does not need to go eat some lettuce on Christmas Day. She just needs some friends. So, because I saw her, I was like, yes, she is very, very sweet. That's a really good manga. That just we need the second volume to release ASAP at this point. So, because it's been out for a few months now, hasn't it?
I think it came out 2 months ago, a month or 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out. I like the
It
cover.
was cute. Well, I actually, because like what I do when I go to a store and just check out new stuff, I'll scan for all the crap that I'm looking for first, and then go backwards just to see if I missed anything or anything jumps out at me. And I'm like, sometimes that spine just catches you. You're like, what's the name of that? Let me check it out. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And just grab it. And it was a slow burn, and I don't think they really like. They're not in love with each other. It's the more awkward, will they, won't they, where he keeps visiting her, and I think I really like that, and that's kind of like my little subgenre of rom-coms.
Yeah, when I went back and I reread it, I appreciate everything so much better and like was able to really I wasn't thinking I want instant love, but it's just you really get to know her and I wasn't prepared for that. But man, her story really pulls at you and you just
sad.
Yeah, you want the happiest and best of things. That's why she needs family and friends on Christmas Day because she deserves that. Maybe I forget his name, but the guy that's been her friend since she was like a kid.
Oh, the trader.
Yes, I love his character. Maybe we can bring him.
He's a sweetheart. But my thing with her is I think that she romanticized so much that she loved the night, but then he asked for the potion, and then the other part that came into it, and then you're like, oh, there is a chance.
You're right. Yeah.
Because she was really into him. Oh, he says volume 2. Thank you, Dad Needs to Talk. He says it's coming May 2023. Nice.
You're the MVP tonight. You are the MVP tonight.
Yeah.
May 2023.
I said July joking. He's on top of a lot of stuff we don't even know. I was
close. I said June.
I said July just to be a jerk, but I was just picking random dates. But I mean, that's cool that we have a solid. I just don't want to wait.
Same. And you know, if we read it right when it releases, or if you get yours early, Nick, 2 weeks early and stuff like that, then we have to wait even longer.
What was the other one I picked up that you guys all said you wanted to try? Shy? Was that it?
Yes.
That one is now available on Right Stuff right now.
Okay.
Have you seen the second cover?
Of what?
Of Shy? I was on the fence because the girl's holding a bottle of vodka on the. She's like hugging it with.
Oh, that sounds even better.
That's Nick's definitely
I don't know where this is going. Okay.
Well, I just like the random shopping stuff that either the spine or the cover just pops on me. I read the back real quick. Like it takes a lot for me to really flip inside to see if I want it or not. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I gotta pick that up.
Mine's downstairs. I picked up a bunch of stuff. I forget what I picked up this weekend, but I did a little me shopping during Christmas time. Like you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
All right, Nick, do you have yours?
Yeah. Now I'm second guessing it, but I was like, I don't know. Do I really want to share it? I guess so. I've picked her in the past. Bulma.
Nice.
Okay, there's a couple reasons why I picked Bulma. Not only is she attractive for an older lady, but she's insanely rich. She can cook. She's a good time. She has great social skills. And if you get out of line, she will slap the shit out of you and let you know and put you in your place real quick.
Great in both long and short hair.
Yes.
I prefer the longer hair Bulma, but I mean, short hair Karen doesn't look that bad on her. I'm surprised Lara just didn't spit a drink.
I was
everywhere.
gonna say I like her shorter look.
I almost was like last week I keep that in. Like I felt it for a second.
I almost picked sexy younger Bulma, and I was like, nah. I actually prefer older, like cougar Bulma.
With her sagging boobs, as Goku says.
They're not sagging. She wasted a wish from Shenron. Okay, that and also grow another 3 inches so no one would notice. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That was in the Broly movie, I think. Yeah, because Super was a little different.
Yeah. I remember
Okay,
that one. That was
sorry.
hilarious.
Oh boy. What do you have, Bizarre?
Can you show the one that Hartless Weeb sent at 8:35?
The second one, not the first one. The second one down. That's the one he asked for. The
Oh,
one
they're
that says-
both at 8:35. Sorry. Yeah, the second one.
Okay. Bum bum bum. I forgot he did that.
Yeah, the one that's 2020/05. I would have picked her in a heartbeat. I love Masada.
Yeah, pretty much because she would be a lot of fun to drink with.
Oh hell yeah, she is.
Which anime?
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, I almost chose her because of what we're reading. I almost did.
Yeah, she's definitely one of my new crushes. So it would have been perfect for last time that we did.
Yep.
But I just recently read I'm up to volume 7 of the manga. So
Now, have you read? Well, I know you guys are currently reading it. There's a bunch of spin-offs too, so
I know that a lot of them are out of print though. So they're going to be
they're hard to find, but I've been picking them up here and there.
Yeah.
Also, oh, sorry.
If I can't get the whole thing, then I don't want to get it. That would piss me off.
Yeah.
Also, Masato is very problematic nowadays. Like when it came out, it was cool. She was just trying to encourage Shinji, but now she seems like a groomer. That's the politest way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
How old is she?
Oh, she's in her like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was
Shinji's a
a teen.
14-year-old boy. Yeah.
I mean, so far though, I haven't felt that way.
Yeah,
you don't
it
see
just
it until
seems-
the end of Evangelion, or is it Death and Rebirth, where she kisses him? She's like, "We can do more than that when you get home." She knows she's gonna die. She's already been shot, but it was an OVA, so whatever.
Yeah.
How old is Shinji?
Shinji's only 14. Shinji Ayakari, they're all 14. I think Rei is 13 and Asuka's 14.
She's like, listen, I'm about to die. It doesn't matter if I do anything illegal, so.
She's like, I'll just give. She only kissed him. It was nothing like creepy. It's not like Shinji in a hospital like this. No one's seen it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no.
That's been edited out of all the future OVAs.
Yeah, I watched the anime when I was 12. Not really.
Okay.
I was 20.
But I like how after Shinji's just looking at his hands like this, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?" It's like, this is hilarious. It's based in reality. Teenagers are fucked. But no, it's a really good series. Like, if you want I don't know how to describe it, a mecha show that's not a mecha show, that has love, rom-com, action, adventure, kaiju, and religious undertones, and that's a mind fuck.
Watch Full Metal Panic.
Yes.
It's everything.
So I like none of those. I'm just kidding.
It has a cute penguin pen in it.
Yes.
That
Do
doesn't
you
sell
remember
you.
once upon a time, James Cameron was going to do a live action of it?
Yeah, I'm so glad they didn't do that. That would have been trash.
I know.
That sounds like a very testosterone.
Robin Williams love Evangelion.
What movie was that? 1 Minute Photo or something? Where it's like a killer and they had an Evangelion toy in it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I didn't see every single Robin Williams movie. It's on my list, okay? You suck.
All right, Bianca.
My love story with Takeo and the gang. Except it would mostly be me and Sunakawa third and fourth wheeling for Takeo and Yamato. But just watching them be bumbling idiots and be like, are you gonna kiss or not, bro?
My husband's like, you need to read the manga. Because he read it before me, so.
Oh.
Yeah, that was unexpected because I was supposed to read it first, but he watched the anime and then he went and read it and he really enjoyed it.
I don't even remember. I was like, wait, where did the anime stop? And I'm like, well, I'm at the store now. I'll just pick whatever. And of course, I picked the Sleeping Beauty reference one because Sleeping Beauty is my favorite princess. Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Briar Rose, Princess Aurora. Let's go, supremacy.
Yes, she is the best Disney princess. I like how nobody disputes us, so it's facts.
Exactly, it's true.
Mulan.
Mulan is really good. Yeah.
Little Mermaid,
Mulan.
Ariel.
Well,
Sorry,
now I do have to.
Weakness for redheads.
Oh, Belle. Oh my goodness. Look,
Oh my god.
I haven't.
What's her name
finished-
from?
Go ahead.
The Scottish one. She's my favorite.
Brave.
Brave,
Merida.
yeah.
Yeah.
Merida. I totally
Merida,
forgot
yeah.
her name.
I am Merida, and I'll be fighting for me own hand, which is a very terrible
Perfect.
Scottish accent, but thank you.
Yeah, that was almost there.
I haven't
All right.
watched that one yet. Oh, who is
All right.
this?
All right, so for me, now that we got the last thing is the food. So
I love this manga so much.
Delicious in Dungeon.
Yes.
This is a fantastic series, and I think I'm saying his name right, Senshi. Basically, you have this party that it gets teleported out of the last room as it appears, leaving behind one of their party members. So they have lost the majority of their supplies. They're already winded. They have to run back into this dungeon to save their party member. Not having any supplies, they don't have any food. So a question pops up. What about this dungeon's monsters? It's full of them. Are they edible? And you have a gentleman here that kind of happens upon them as they're trying out their theory on a and what's it called? Anamorphic a mushroom. That's where it shows. It's almost like a mushroom with legs and hands. Well, they're trying to cook it or cut it up, and Senji kind of walks up on them and lets them know, hey, there's certain things you eat on this, and there's certain things you can't. And he tells them how to prepare certain monsters. And so the rest of the story is them continuing through this dungeon and taking on the monsters and also eating them. And it turns them into like gourmet meals. And it also does this thing where it shows what exactly it helps, like if it's protein rich or if it helps their vitality or whatever. It's
Automatic buy.
Honestly, that sounds so good, Bo. You just
Funny
done
enough,
sold it.
there's a manhwa like this
Oh, is there?
that I'm reading. It's called Gourmet Gamer. So there's this chef who he ended up losing his sense of taste and smell. And so there's this VR game where you have to drink this green liquid, and this VR game you can taste and you can smell. So he uses it as a way to get his senses back. And you know, him crying, like he's like, I can like smell the grass, and he just puts it in his mouth, and he's like, I can taste the grass. It's terrible. And then he's like, what do I do in this world? And he's like, oh, hey, a monster. And then he kills it. And he was like, so what can I do with it? And he was like, oh, well, it's made out of meat and protein. Let's make something out of it. And then he eventually ends up getting a little kitty sidekick. And then in the real world, he's like, okay, I can use this as practice so I can get back to my finally a normal job where I'm a chef again, and use that as like experience on like chopping, and because he can't smell the food, he can't taste the food, so he has to go by memory.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And now this one's called Delicious in Dungeon.
I was going to say, is that what you're talking about earlier or no?
No, she's talking about another one.
No, I'm saying what you were originally talking about.
Oh yeah, mine is Delicious in Dungeon. This is what I like about it. It shows like the like the recipe, and then it goes to hold on, shows the final product.
Do you ever
my
get
Amazon and
it lists everything that it encourages. It's like basilisk, you'll need one, and then mana herbs, you need those to taste. So it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna message you later.
Huh?
I'm gonna message you later so we can talk about that more, because no one else I know is reading it. I want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm a little behind. I have I think there's 11, but I have 11 of them, and I'm only on 7 because I think after about 4 or 5, it kind of slowed down. So it's starting to pick back up at 7.
Yeah.
There's 11 volumes, and they have a Delicious in Dungeon World Guide, the Adventurer's Bible.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you were going to get that.
I thought about it, but I was like, I'm reading manga and I'm falling behind. I'm just probably.
I think
not.
I'm gonna get it just because of the collector in me, but
Let me know.
yeah.
Is that-
I flipped through it in the bookstore and it looked really neat.
Now, is that the one that's getting an anime, or am I thinking of something else?
I do think it's getting an anime.
I actually think I heard that, but sometimes I make up things in my head.
That's why I was wondering. I was like, I don't know if
That could be a Mandela effect right there, but I'm pretty
actually,
sure.
now that you mentioned that, I do think it's getting an anime. But
Yeah.
Well, three of us. If there's three of us, then we can't all be just making it up.
You don't understand the power of the Mandela effect.
it's true.
We're in the Weasel verse now. After the hydrogen collider, the Weasel got in it, or is it Squirrel? Sorry, Squirrel. We're in a totally different timeline now, guys.
What's a squirrel?
Oh wow. All right, my final one. So just like Laura, I decided I was going to have somebody who really needed to have like a gathering for Christmas because they're very much stuck in their like self-loathing. Grumpy...
So Juggalos?
No,
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Kind of like grumpy, needs to like break out of their shell and smile and laugh a bit, and also just like Bizarre, needs some eye candy there. So I, of course, pick Law.
Oh, I was like eye candy. I was like, who else? I was like, who is her eye candy character? Law.
Gotta have Law. I mean, the poor guy's been through a lot. He needs to like have some like fun.
Are you gonna give him some bread?
No, because I know how much he hates bread.
What? He hates bread?
Yeah, there's a whole reason for it though.
I don't know the reason.
Is he like mold, or is it grew into a person and beat him up in the face, or
It is One Piece.
Connected to a trauma. He went through a lot of trauma.
with bread?
Well, no, that's like a small piece of it.
Does he have gluten
So
allergies? I get it.
So is it like he was so poor, all he ate was bread, and because of that, he doesn't want to
Actually,
see
he
another
wasn't
piece of
poor.
bread again? No.
I feel like that'd be such a happier backstory than what he does have if it was that.
I know.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to root it for anybody who hasn't gotten there yet, because
Who the frick
It's,
is
like,
watching
pretty.
One Piece right now?
You can spoil it for me. I'm not going to read it.
but I
Not
think
gonna ever
Bianca's
watch
going
it.
to.
Long was such a good one. He deserves
Ice
to have
Phoenix.
some family friends, even if he would deny it. Even if he would deny it and he'd be his grumpy self.
Yeah.
Deep down, that's what he needs. That's what he
Like
needs.
his crew, his family, even though he tries to act like he's like, they're just the crew.
Yeah.
I mean, not many people have a polar bear for like a crew member.
I want the cocaine bear. That's the wild card right there.
Cocaine bear.
I can't believe that's a thing. Like, it just.
And it's based on a true story. That's the part that's even weirder.
What? I thought it was just.
They exaggerated the events, but like,
Right.
there was an actual bear that got into like, I guess, a thing of cocaine, and they had to like take him out.
Oh my goodness.
I heard
It's
it died after like 22 hours or something from the cocaine.
Took a brick of cocaine. I'm pretty sure anything would die after.
I was going to say, is this an 80s Christmas party with like a bunch of like Wall Street dudes? And they got to have Quaaludes to come down?
That's at Bo's house.
Oh shit, I'm coming over.
Hey. Nothing like that has ever happened. No.
So you really think there's a bunch of manga inside his box sets that are just bricks of coke?
That's how I move the stuff. Oh yeah, I got what you need. Hardcover? No. It's hollowed out.
It's like a Bible. It just opens it up. There's a gun of cocaine in there.
Very good. Hi.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be the new Sharknado.
No, I
Oh,
was
God,
just thinking that. I was like, well, we have Sharknado, then.
Wasn't that based on the actual bear doing all that cocaine?
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, I'd love to see spin-offs with like, Hawks doing cocaine, or just like wolves, or
Takes Manhattan. It's gonna be like the Ernest movies, like Cocaine Bear goes camping, Cocaine Bear saves
Goes
Christmas.
to rehab, breaks out.
We already have the Grinch, you know,
We'll end up getting
horror
Bigfoot.
movie.
We get the Winnie the Pooh horror movie too.
Oh
Yeah,
God, I'm not.
The
I look
Bambi
stupid.
one coming soon.
Blood and Honey. That's what it was called.
I know. I saw it. I was like, I don't want it.
Some fat dude with a pig suit. Sorry, Winnie the Pooh fucking thing on his face, just murdering people. That's not
like-
funny.
Hey, you remember that
It's
thing that
Disney,
everybody
like,
loved when they were
working on
kids? and
that
was-
lawsuit right now or something.
Yeah.
No, they can't because the copyright expired, so it's public
They're
domain.
dumb.
I can't wait for Mickey Mouse to
Why
fuck
do they want to make horror movies out of children's stuff?
just
They
because
did
they
that other
can.
one too. What was the other one based on that kids show that they turned into a horror film, but that was actually kind of pretty cool?
Dora the
Oh.
Explorer,
No, it was like more 80s. I'm trying to remember.
Oh
Garbage
my
Pail
gosh.
Kids.
No, but that would be a great horror.
Whoa,
Oh, that's
y'all
90s. Go.
Y'all see that Nick Cage movie, Willy's Wonderland? That was very fun to watch.
It was kind of bad. You know what? Like
it was
Nick Cage-
horrible, but it was fun.
Nick Cage is either hit or miss. Like Ghost of Tokyo was horrible. My favorite shitty Nick Cage movie is Mandy. I don't know if any of you've seen Mandy.
Never heard of it.
It is so good. Okay, so it's Nick Cage. It's in a different reality, and this cult comes by and abducts his wife and kills her and sets her on fire.
Oh god.
And they leave him for dead and hang him. And he comes back, and he's a badass now. Like he's chasing after these like demon bikers that are selling cocaine and acid. And there's like a tiger in a cage, and it's fucking crazy. And he makes an axe, and it's cool.
Life
just
of Pi
remembered.
stuff I see.
It's
It's-
Banana Splits.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Banana
yeah.
Barbera.
Horror.
Well, you said it's 80s. I've never heard of Banana Splits.
Are you a baby?
not?
Like, are you way younger than us? That was like
I
a
was born
80s.
1995.
Did you
Oh
sneak
Jesus!
past
Get off the
vetting?
podcast. You're too young. Here.
I just turned 27.
I heard 90. Out of here.
It's like the people on Instagram the other day going on about how old they are in their 30s.
Shit, I'll be 40 in 2 years.
And you'll still be young.
I was so trolling them. I was dropping the whole
See this
Bucky
baby
griff.
face? I'll just get a wig, and that way I can actually shave my beard, and I'll just look young forever.
I get that a lot. I give people my age, and they're like, yeah, no, I thought it was 20s. Like, thank you. I don't-
Yeah.
I
My
don't-
mom's in her 50s, and they think she's my like 20 to 30-year-old older sister.
My mom and I are like that.
I gotta say, the
Oh.
struggle's real being a white dude. It's hard to look young, because, I mean, after a certain age, like, you start getting bags and
Do
shit.
you know
and the
what
wrinkles,
helps with that?
Cocaine.
No, sunscreen.
I wear 100 to 120 proof. I don't know if we've
It's
talked
You do
about
usually
this
not
several
use
Irish
times.
that much.
Yeah,
There is
we
not
burn
a
and
sunscreen.
burn. I get the blisters. It's so fucking gross.
Oh,
You get the blisters? That's I hate that. Because
That
you
would
go in the
mean I
sun,
have
you
to go
forget,
in the
and then
sun.
you're like,
His
sun
skin
poisoning.
drinks it.
30 to 50 SPF.
My brother's as pale as me, and he was stationed in Guam. The poor kid
Oh,
was
poor
like
bastard.
slapping on sunscreen. It still came out looking like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh my goodness.
You guys need a better sunscreen. That's not working for you.
During the summer, they call me banana boat because I always smell like sunscreen. Because every break, like in the morning, I'll lube up, and then at lunchtime I'll lube up again, and maybe one more time, just because I burn. Like
Easy, get the
Sucks.
bronzer one so you
Yeah.
won't. Nobody will know.
Nick, are you changing your name to Banana Boat, or am I? Because I love that idea.
just call me banana boat.
Can you imagine Nick using the bronzer? He'd come out orange. Like, Oompa Loompa.
When we get off this, I have something I can share privately, but right now, no. I don't want to be canceled.
I'm already hungry again. What the heck? I just ate.
Ah,
That's
so
because you're not doing cocaine. You won't eat.
It's true.
I just think of
Alright.
Dr. Roxo from Metalocalypse. I do cocaine, baby.
So does anybody got anything interesting coming up in their channels soon?
Oh, since we skipped doing it, we may actually do a book reading club for Fry Run Volume 1 this weekend.
I didn't
will be
miss it.
there. I
Woo.
will be there. No, you
I
didn't
am
miss it.
I
closing.
get paid tomorrow, so
Well, I
Last
said
week it was Murphy's
screw it.
Law for me, so it was like,
I just didn't have the drive. It was like, I don't care. But I figure if we don't do one, same thing like this podcast, it's if we don't do it with the holidays coming up, We're not gonna have any content. Like, let's be honest. Who's gonna film videos and go, look what I did, got? No, that shit's done. If you don't do it the next week,
Yeah.
That is true though. That is I've got one more video that I need to film. I was gonna film a top 10 underrated shoujo romance series.
Ooh.
I'm hoping to get it out on Saturday.
nice.
We'll see, because I'm doing the 25 days of manga, so I'm trying to upload a video every day except for Sundays because I need breaks. But they're all centered around shoujo and josei. So
Nice.
I have almost all of them filmed, but that one video is like the one video I don't have filmed. It's supposed to be cloudy the next few days. But I finally just locked in the actual manga I wanted to do, because I was trying, the ones I first thought of were really hard to find, and so I was trying to think of like ones that weren't too bad, but I don't know how successful I was, because I'm like, if Takane and Hana, which was actually on that list, I'm like, if that one's a little bit hard to find, I was like, I don't know, I might just have to hope
Well,
for
did
the
you
best.
do my favorite Josei, Berserk?
You said it was a shoujo last time.
Listen, I upgraded
You
to
said a
Josei. It's a
boys'
little
love.
bit more. It's everything. It's everything you always want it to be. It's a boys' love. It's a Josei. It's a seinen. It's a rom-com. Okay, not a rom-com. It's actually a tragic love story, but still.
I was
Oh,
about to say,
man.
I wrote the comp.
I still, well, I was going to say something. It's a spoiler for a show, but I still haven't watched a certain show. You rep the merch a lot, and you've been doing the songs in your story, Nick, but I still have not watched the ending because of how I know it
Me
ends.
too. It's so sad. Cyberpunk 2077 Edge Runners. Yeah.
I'm
It's so
never going
sad.
to
Almost
say
to
what
the
it
end.
was.
It's so good.
Almost to the end.
You
You
know,
just
I
gotta
think,
binge it. Binge it.
well, I ordered a pin a while back of oh my goodness, of David and Lucy.
Okay.
And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to wait for it to come in, because it's one of the most expensive pins I've bought. And so I'm like, when that comes in, that will be my therapy to recover
Finish it.
from the things that happen.
Nice.
So, because we're halfway, we watched the first 5, and so I told my husband, like, we just need to sit and watch the last 5 in one sitting if we can do it. So,
Do it. As long as the kids are in bed. But my
I know
thing
that's
is,
the hardest part, because he can't like stay awake till 11 because of his work now. So
he's just gotta be like me with watching with other people, that you just give up on sleep and go tired as fuck to work the next day and regret life. That's real love and dedication, okay?
Or lots of coffee in the morning.
I just
Yeah.
drink Red Bull like water. But the weird part you were saying about that for Edge Runners is Lucy. I'm now under like a whole rabbit hole of cosplayers for her. Like, I find her attractive, but I'm not into it. But now it's just like in my feed.
really, see, I get that for
You get a
Rebecca.
lot of things in your
Rebecca's
feed.
not my
I
favorite
get a lot of
character.
weird shit. Like, I think right now it's puppies, babies, wedding rings, horrible stuff. It's not, lingerie today. Like, I don't know where any of this shit's coming from. I am the wrong demographic for Instagram, okay?
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I heard it was fixed, and now they're going to drop a new edition after they put the DLC up for it. But I thought
really?
the DLC was supposed to be free.
Yeah.
Since they porked this so
That's
bad.
hilarious.
I
Like,
bought it
it'll
day
ever
one.
be free. You gotta
No, really.
capitalize.
I love the game. It was good.
Everybody kept telling me it was bad.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
when it started,
They finally
you could
started fixing it.
barely, yeah, you could barely get through any of the stories. You'd have characters that would jump off screen from where you were to somewhere else, and you have to go find them, or you'd be in a cutscene, and it just
Yep.
wouldn't go the way it was supposed to.
On my PS4 Pro, it was glitching up still on a Pro, and I was like, "Wow!" I couldn't even imagine if I had a base model.
It was glitching on my superior PC.
Oh, your Master Race.
Yes.
I want to go back to playing it, but I have so many games I got to finish. But I definitely want to go back because the anime made me get back into it, and I was just like, I love the soundtrack, I love this, I love that.
Yes.
Plus,
I
I already
want
bought
to-
all the merch, so I was like, yeah, I might as well go full in on it.
I want to get back to it, but I got Call of Duty, and they got DMZ on there, and I have not been able to stop playing that. I'm playing that after I get off of this.
I'm probably gonna play Cult of the Lamb, but besides all the stuff for Christmas I'm getting in, I may or may not have picked up Animal Crossing, and I swear I'd never do it. But somebody talked me into it to check out their island, and yeah.
And here you are. See, that's my fear. That's the only reason I have not got it. Because everybody's like, it's so good. I'm like, I know it's good, but I will be addicted to that game and do nothing else.
Funny
Well, that's
enough,
what-
I only become addicted for like 3 months, and then I'm like, eh.
Well, that's why I picked up Cult of the Lamb. It looks really cute. It's got the RPG elements and, you know, demons and just sacrificing stuff. And
I think I saw that on the
you
Nintendo
build your little
Switch. Is that
island.
the same thing?
The what?
Cult of the Lambs. I was
Yeah.
looking through Nintendo Switch for their sales, and I think that was one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, did you guys see tomorrow? If you have Mario Kart, that the new tracks drop tomorrow. 4 and
Okay, so here's the question: are you in our Mario Kart group?
2. I'm not.
I can
'cause
invite
was-
you.
Mario
Okay,
Kart group?
I was.
There's a Mario Kart group.
Yeah, you do know about that? Yeah, it's a private group. I'll invite you.
Look at this.
Yeah, my
I don't
buddy
have
hit
a
me up today.
console,
He's
but
like,
I
I'm back.
accidentally bought Mario Kart 8. Let me play with you.
Yeah, I'll send you guys
fun
all a DM
game.
later for it.
I
But,
just learned
we-
how to drift, so I'm kind of a big deal now.
Besides
Oh.
drifting, you need to know how to bounce to actually get that extra speed boost, sir. Just saying.
That's it.
Well, I don't know what mine is.
It's different from the Wii, so I'm still learning.
Dude, I was so bad. Like on the Wii, I was laid off for like 2 months and bored. This is back forever ago. I was in the top 100 like worldwide for playing because I just played it that much. You're laid off, got nothing better to do. You're like, I don't feel like day drinking today. I'm just gonna play Mario Kart and like get really freaking good.
What sucks for the Nintendo version is that, for the Wii version, if you fall off, you fall off. For this one, they try so hard to not make you fall off. And I'm like, listen, I deserve to fall off the Rainbow Bridge.
I was
Let
gonna say
me
Rainbow
fall.
Road happens.
Yeah, I turned that feature off because it's so annoying. Like it'll be making.
There's a feature to turn that off?
What? Like if you hit the plus button and gives you the
write this
menu,
down.
it'll say at the
That's
top.
cheating.
like,
No, that's like auto aiming. You can't do that.
Oh, I
Get
turned off.
good.
What is it like the assisted driving or something? I was like, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
Know.
that's very
Is
shameful. How do you do
that
it again?
why I could have, for some reason, I was holding the A button to play, but then my hand slipped, and it was still driving by itself, and I'm like,
And
wait,
we-
I've been pressing this A button, and it auto drives. I've been hurting
Look,
my
I
thumbs.
will. If I'm eating something, I will totally turn that on so I
Well,
can.
some of the
hold
other
it.
tips and tricks too, like it doesn't matter if you're using a Joy-Con or a Pro Controller. I prefer my 8-bit Do controller, but if you shake it when you're on the jumps, you get a double boost too.
Really? Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes, I did figure that out, but I always forget about it because obviously the computer players do these cool flips. And I'm like, how?
Oh
are
yeah,
these
and you do like the side thing. And you're like, woo! Oh yeah. Or the best one is if you're in first place and you have shells or anything around you to protect you, save one just in case so someone doesn't blue shell you or red shell you and screw you.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always have bad luck timing the blue shells, but I'm fine with everything else.
Or nothing sucks when you're like towards the very end of the race, you've been working your ass off, and then like 4 people hit you at once, and you just get screwed down to like 6th or 9th place. And you're like, this sucks.
Yes.
Is there a way
I'm-
to change the items, by the way? Because
There is. If you do a
before-
custom match, you can shut it off. But if you're playing with everybody, it's like playing Smash Brothers, where you can do the different stock options. But what I'm also waiting for is I bought the N64 controller for my Switch, but I'm waiting for GoldenEye. I cannot wait to do 4-player multiplayer GoldenEye, and it's not going to be on Xbox for that. It's only going to be on Switch, but I'm down for that.
Because honestly, I should deserve the red shells even if I'm number 1, okay? That's not fair if I don't have one.
It's true.
Or a mushroom boost.
Mhm.
We're talking Mario Kart.
Yeah, I was just gonna say everyone's probably like, "What are you talking about?" All right, so I'll add you guys. So who has Mario Kart that wants to be added, and I'll add you guys tonight.
Me.
All right.
I
You-
will
you
sometime in the
three.
future when I buy a console.
You're gonna have the money sooner or later. It's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
Mario Kart's good. Smash Brothers is always good. Mario Party is amazing. I don't know if you guys have
Yes.
Mario Party.
Yeah.
The
We
new
just
one,
got ours. We got
That-
the Superstar
Someday.
one.
yes, the new one. It's awesome.
Mhm.
I'm definitely down to play that. It's only a 4-player, but if you really hate your friends and family worse than Monopoly, best game ever. You want to steal the stars and fuck everyone
Wow.
else over. It's so fun. It
I have
is.
to
It's-
get those micro SD cards.
Yeah, just go get one. They're super cheap now. They're not like $100. You can get like a terabyte for $100. Like you can get for you
That's
if you don't
not
play a
cheap
lot
for
of
me.
digital. Okay, well I'm saying if you don't do a lot of digital download games, I think you can get anywhere from 100 to a 400 gig for like $30-$40 now.
Okay, I can afford that.
Yeah, and I've got like 50 digital games besides all my like physical games. Like a half a terabyte's more than enough.
Yeah, I had a game night the other day. My buddy brought his kid over, 10 years old. We went from board games to video games. So we're playing Nintendo Switch. His son
Smoke
gets on, just I don't know if you've experienced what it's like to be humbled by a 10-year-old, but
Oh no, I have little cousins that come over, or the worst is like if we have a holiday party and I'm drinking, I'm like, yeah, let's play games, and they're smashing me like, I thought you were good, bro. I'm like, I'm drunk.
There's my excuse.
That's
What
my
ga-
excuse.
What game were you guys playing, Bo?
oh, it was Mario Kart, and this
Oh.
this kid was leaving us in the wind, and just like, "God, I think I said y'all were good." Like,
And little kids will talk shit now too. They're not like when we were younger, like, okay. They're like, fuck you, I'm better than you. You're like, wow,
Ugh.
this is crazy. But yeah, Mario Kart's fun. Like, there's a lot of like, I like the Switch just space for the ports and simple family games. Like,
Yeah.
also a lot of RPGs. But
Mhm.
like, I kind of want a Steam Deck. Just saying.
kind of want one too. I had one pre-ordered, and then just
You canceled.
closer, yeah, canceled because it was just getting closer to it. I'm like, I really don't need it. And now everyone's raving about it. I'm like, motherfucker.
Well, see, for me, it's all the it can do what up to PS3 emulation. It can do Dreamcast. It can do everything, and you can also play our
Live
Switch
stream.
games.
Mm.
And you can stream games. Like, I want one. I think I may sell my 3DS XL. I have the Zelda version, so like I'll only need like another $100, $200, and I can get a Steam Deck because I've sold off a lot of my Nintendo 3DS and 3DS XL games because they're worth a shit ton of money. Like Fire Emblem, I got like $500 because it's a collector's pack of all three of them. I've gotten really into physical like games, so like I'm a sucker now for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I can just emulate them and have
Yeah.
backup copies,
Oh yeah,
copies,
physical
shit.
media, save it. Whatever you got, DVDs, video games,
Yep.
save it all
Because it's going out of style. Like, have you been to a Best Buy, Target, or just, their section's trash now?
try looking it up and seeing the price of everything that used to be physical.
Oh yeah. Do you
Yeah.
know how much it kills me when I was a teenager and just sold all my games to have fun, or I'm like, oh, I don't want
Yes.
that game, and now because I had a lot of RPGs that are worth a shit ton of money, and you're like, fuck, I wish I kept that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But who would have ever thought? But when I was cleaning my upstairs, I have an original PlayStation, Dreamcast, and a PS3 box just sitting up there, and I don't have the consoles for it.
Ah.
I think my next purchase will be a Dreamcast because I love that system. It's just so much fun.
Mhm.
But I bought the GameCube. I bought the $200 HDMI converter because I wanted to stream GameCube games. Like, my whole shtick was going to be physical copies of stuff to actually play it. But I also have the mod chip at the bottom for the Dolphin emulator.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
I forgot how we got on that, guys. I'm sorry. I was like,
Oh,
We just had an extra like 35 minutes.
We were
It's awesome.
talking about Cyberpunk, and then it just.
Oh
went-
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
and then Cult of Lamb and Animal Crossing and all that. Yeah.
I think we were
'cause I was
going over
like-
what we were doing.
Yeah, because also like I knew I shared about my video coming up. I was like, I was like, what was I doing today?
Yes, we get into a lot of left turns here.
Yeah.
We
They
do.
just keep on going left, and then just like it's the Indy
And
300,
then
not
something will
500.
go right. So bizarre.
is
You got
any-
anything coming?
I have 2 videos to edit. Like I mentioned before, I tried for Monwa's video that I have to put up, and then I have November's haul, and then I have me
Nice.
putting away and organizing my October's haul. So yeah, I have those 3 videos, and then I want to do a whole bunch of end of the year videos that will probably just go up in January. Like this one I'm kind of scared about. I tracked how much money I spent this year on manga.
Nope.
I'm kind of scared.
No, don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah, I know. As I'm probably going to have to block my partner and add him after, like when I add another video, so he doesn't see it.
I was telling my husband about our conversation the other day. Not exactly that, but yeah.
Can I just state that is the only reason why I like being single? I don't have to justify shit to anyone.
Yeah. Well, what did your husband say?
He was like, because I told him about the ignorance is bliss kind of thing. He said no. He's like, it doesn't work like that. And I was like, well, it's like me and Bazaar had a good laugh at least about it. Made about our partners. So
It's
he didn't
very
think it was as funny as we did, though, unfortunately. So
I'm gonna put out I'm gonna put out how much I spent, and then I'm gonna put out another video like how much I read and like goals and stuff. I kind of want to do that. And yeah, I can't just for fun, I kept track of like how many I bought of each publisher this year. And then I bought like how many I bought used, new, how many I bought from like Amazon, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really weird. I love like charts and lists and stuff. So I want to make a video about that and stuff. So yeah.
Do you write all that in like a reading journal, by the way?
I just do it. I used to do reading journals, and but then I always mess up, and I have to make it perfect. So I just do it on a piece of paper, and I have a notebook. And then if I mess up, I can just take it out, and then I can always add to it. But I definitely want to do a reading journal eventually. But yeah.
Mine's supposed to come, or the notebook I ordered is supposed to come Friday.
Yeah, I still have to send you pictures of the bullet journal stuff that I got.
Yes.
I completely forgot, but yeah. I'll do that.
Those sound really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bianca, I know you got a live stream tomorrow.
Yes, if everything goes good, I have a live stream tomorrow.
Nice.
And hopefully something else. It's going to be a double review that was on my community post. It's going to be something indie and something Marvel. And maybe some of my subscribers have been suggesting this to me that I try. And that is to look at Kickstarter and do some sort of deep dive on any comics or projects going on at the moment.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Bo, what you got coming up?
Oh, I will be doing a couple of boxes. Not a haul, but an unhaul. So I'll be showing you guys what I'm giving up on and what I'm going to go sell.
Nice.
I was prepared for you to say that was what your last haul.
Yes.
I was prepared for you to say that.
Yep. Almost time.
I sent everybody the DMs for the Mario Kart,
Oh.
and if you guys want, let me know in my comments. Maybe I'll sell an OnlyFans of me clipping my toenails for like $3.99 a month.
The market for everything.
He needs more money for manga. I have some. Hopefully, I will finally get my indie comic review up this Friday. Plus, I'm going to do more manhwa. I have another manhwa coming up for next Monday, and I'd like to do a video when I get a moment of all my favorite series for the year to just recap everything I have read and enjoyed. So,
cool.
Hopefully, I can get that done. Everybody's links, by the way, are in the description below, so if you want to check them out and subscribe. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel because we're getting really close to 600. And we will be back next week, hopefully, on Tuesday at the same time for some more manga and left turn talks. Shenanigans.
See you all next Tuesday.
See you all next Tuesday. And have a good night.
See you next Tuesday, Nick.
It's my favorite word.